All right. So, this is in person, y'all. Yeah, dude.
Best day ever.
Okay. So the last time we left the Fellowship of the Standing Bear, you all had used your gained knowledge through study of um, Mox's sort of war map and Troxy's underlings in her from her grove to sort of pinpoint the most likely location of this mysterious laboratory that seems to be like where Hermione has been operating out of. Using the very useful survival skills of Mox, you were able to locate the not necessarily hidden, but there wasn't necessarily signs that say 10 miles this way to abandoned Radaghast laboratory. Upon getting there, though, overhearing a brief conversation between Worms and Hermione, something about how Hermione is very unimpressed with what Worms has brought to the table and is very much not seeing eye to eye on the timeline of how things should be going down. After which, Hermione leaving the laboratory mostly, after she left, Worms staying behind, you guys quickly apprehended and swiftly took back to the grove that Troxy has been mending to in the Leavenwood Forest. Upon the use of divine magics and persuasive tongues, y'all were able to get essentially that, like, the plane that Radagast is essentially banished to. There is a ocean there that has a material, like the ocean is essentially for the equivalent like a bunch of oil. So it's just an energy-filled ocean of like who knows the depths of it. And his plan is to when Radagast is essentially taken out of that realm and into this prime material plane, the rift is more or less compromised in between the two universes. And that's essentially the point that he wants to take advantage of and somehow use it as a power source for this plane to just continue its efforts of ingenuity. However, it's in this time that a huge ass green distant beam of light, several like 100 or so miles away from you guys, roughly in the same location you came from before teleporting, shoots into the sky and starts to manifest a huge rolling black thunderstorm clouds with heavy rain as it slowly starts to encroach the entire sky. You guys make swift haste, getting right back into the laboratory, making it all the way down into, with the help of Worms, kind of avoid what would have been a pretty, like, not a life-ending trap, but something that would have been not nice to go into a boss fight with. Passing over the warded doors, y'all were able to just barely make it enough time to see the last moments before you guys all realized you're a little late. As the beam of light, Hermione in the center of the room, she gets absorbed up into it and essentially takes in the amount of power or whatever this machinery is able to produce. And we were left with the party, the Fellowship of the Standing Bear, surrounding a levitating cloaked form with nasty, long, pointed, yellowy fingernails. As he removes his hood, you can see that part of essentially like Two-Face from Batman. Aside of her face, you see Hermione with the recognizable features that you have come to know, even the hair. And then as you look at across the other half of the face, it's literally like you've seen pictures and the abominations you've encountered throughout the year or so of adventuring in Plioris, this base is what they've been trying to recreate, and it's like eerily like perfect, aside from half of it looking like Hermione. You can see part of even the half of the chin has part of like half of the goatee that would come to a point fully. Look at you. I can only applaud. You've been trying to foil my plans for at least the last year and a half. But you're too late. And I'm sorry. When everybody's character begins to sort of like involuntarily sort of like start to levitate off the ground. But oh my god, I'm sorry, god damn it. Oh my Muna, was it Muna?
Yes.
I know it. The cheese whiz lid. Sorry about that.
How far away is he from us?
So this is where I'm gonna have to ask you guys to give me a little bit of trust in the narrative.
Trust the narrative.
You guys will be able to react when I let you know.
Okay, fair enough.
I just have to get my bad guy to
Oh no,
monologue.
do your thing. You slide dog. You caught me monologuing.
You just have to trust me on this one. Okay? I'm not going to intentionally fuck you in the ass.
No, I didn't make it.
Everyone begins to float off the ground 2, then 3 feet, some apexing at 4 or 5 feet off the ground. And you feel this, for those with different body types and ways of living, the feeling of pain is solely unique to you, but it's such a deep, eternal, like, pain that is just so unfamiliar, and it starts from your chest and very quickly spreads to the rest of your body as everybody is, like, at this point, struggling to breathe. It's truly a shame that you got so close. But in fact, it's ironic because he begins to sort of float down as you all kind of like now sort of kind of spin and orbit around him as if he has this gravitational force. I wouldn't be able to go as far as I needed without the incredible wills that you have. As he starts to continue to talk, he's continuing to speak, but it becomes much more murmured and incoherent because of the lack, for those who are living, the lack of blood going to your brain. For you, it's different. The undead version, like whatever soul or willpower that exists within inside your form is being compromised.
Getting sleepy.
At which point you start to see this sort of like ethereal energy start to like spout out of your individual torsos as they start to siphon out into the palm of Radagast. It truly is a shame. And at which point everybody loses all their fate points and you feel this like reduction of like power of you, like you just lost 30% that you didn't think you could. And you start to, like, those who can no longer fight the sort of like soul-crushing pain that you're experiencing now find themselves kind of naturally starting to curl back. You start to hear bones start to pop in unnatural ways. And over the next 2 minutes, he slowly sucks the life out of the entire party. After which, you all fall prey to Radagast's new arrival. At which point, we'll say that the camera sort of pans up from the ground. Radagast, at this point, You can see that like most of his body, his face, however, is like 75% original form, except for the right eye of Hermione still sort of exists on his face. Otherwise, nearly perfect. He arises and floats up into the air with long black and red robes that sort of drape down his body and drag maybe like a gaudy amount of like 2 or 3 feet behind him, with a slight gold trim around. Oh my god!
I'm not kidding you. She had this now.
Oh my god! I'm sorry.
Is it okay?
She is a puppy, and I don't wish she was living right now. I'm just kidding. The camera pans up, and Radaghast starts to just let out a small laugh that rolls over like a small boiling pot of water. As he raises up the beam that was originally shooting into the sky, the whether due to the conditions before or not, but the glass that once sort of domed off the top is now broken, and he sort of just floats up on out of the laboratory that you guys are at. And I want, at this point, we're going to go around in order of the table. We'll start with Mox since he's not present at the table, and then we'll just go from Tucker and clockwise. And I want you guys to tell me, like, what, like, if it's a vision, or what if it's like a conversation, or if it's a feeling. I want you to describe the moment of death, whether it's in your head or the reality of the situation, if that makes sense. As you're dying, what sort of like life flashing before your eyes sort of thing do you think you muster as your character expires on the cold laboratory floor? And we'll start with you, Don, or Mox.
Okay. Mox would kind of relive his crucifixion. The difference between it and the previous time watching his village be destroyed by Cursorix, he'd be kind of like attempting to reach out and pull in blood. So while it has no benefits in this situation, you can kind of see the blood of all the damage that we'd done to Hermione last session, and kind of like the damage that we as a party members had taken. Like it starts to kind of like pick up off the ground, but he's unable to like actually pull it in and harness any of it before Radagast ends up killing him. So basically, like he's trying to take this new power to like undo the events of the past to no avail.
Okay. Zafra, how do you expire? What do you see?
I'll kind of describe what I see, but I have something I'd like to say within my own mind, I suppose, is kind of what's
Sure.
monologue.
So this is your chance. Don't get the chance to die that often.
Zafriel, as he looks up to Radagast rising in the sky, he loses consciousness and finds himself standing at the Trial of Stars. He stands there looking around at just the vast space. And he just sees flashes of people that he's met, people that he's grown attached to, people that he's protected. I can't protect them anymore. I survive when others do not. I continue to fail. My wife, my son, my friends, and now the standing bear. How can I bring glory to this world if I can't save my friends? And Zafriel starts kneeling down, trying to more or less giving into the darkness.
Yeah, like you can't. You're sort of like at this point you just stop resisting, and you just feel your spine just start to Yeah, and you snap. You just your body just kind of folds in half like a V, and you just kind of fall on the ground. Troxy.
Troxy, you know, in her huge octopus form is just like the tentacles are shriveling up as the upper part of her body is starting to kind of bend, and her eyes just close as there starts to be flashes of the Standing Bear logo opening the doors for moments with each member of the team and her lessons from Zafriel. And it all kind of like goes into like a black hole in front of her. As her eyes close and as she opens, she sees herself in the emerald glaive wearing her emerald robes. And her eyes just widen as she falls on her knees. And all she can feel is just the despair and the failure. She failed the only family that she's ever known. She's failed the plants, the animals. And now she'll have to stand here and just watch because of her failures.
As if this is sort of playing through your mind, eventually you lose the ability to hold the shape of your octopus as you revert back to your form. You watch as your bones begin to start to twist more than they should be able to, but what actually gets to you is the asphyxiation. Your face begins to turn absurd colors as your eyes sort of widen and veins and then bulge as you're strangled to death. Raiden, what do you see?
Raiden sees his past life of his fall, his resurrection as this, or creation as a skeleton, before he focuses more on the party, denying his past, saying, "No, that's not me. That is another." And he sees the party, but eventually just fades to nothingness, as there's no god he worships, and he's an unholy creation made manifest by some other past life's doing. So all he sees in front of him is a vast void of nothing, cold, as the orb that holds his creation shatters.
Sure. Well, sure. Yeah. You watch as like some of the like corner, like like where the arm would bend in your armor. Some bits of rust start to magically manifest in the corners of them, and you watch the helmet just sort of bust off, and just like the large crack that you had originally just starts to spread more, and and just like if you were to put something in with inside a vacuum,
Yeah,
your skull just starts to like break it in on itself,
becomes brittle and it just,
and actually you dying, your suit of armor kind of forces you in a upright standing position as you just are kind of like in this like vague pose of whatever.
just getting a charger.
Oh, okay. I thought, Dre, I thought you were like having a moment right now or something. I was like, oh,
No. I mean, close, but no.
there's a, I don't know if it will reach, but there's a thing right.
As long as it'll reach, we can get it plugged in.
Go under the table.
I'm so sorry, guys.
No. This is,
It said like 81% since I've been here, and it somehow just went down so fast.
That's what he said.
okay. As you expire, Raiden, endless. What do you see here? What's your experience of death?
Endless closes his eyes as he kind of falls backwards, and in his mind, he can see training with his brother, and then the moment that he lost him, so the moment that he found Jeffrey running from the Hat Club that was after him, the assassins, to finding the pub for the first time in Wimshire where he met both Saffriel and
Saffron.
Saffron?
Saffron. Thank you. To both Saffriel and Angus running from the assassins and Saffron taking that 6th shot. To meeting Null and everything that happened with Jeffrey, or not Jeffrey, Hendrickson. And then finding, or to killing, what was his name?
Misfit.
Misvik. To killing Misvik. To finding Tome. And then just seeing everybody's faces for the last time as it just fades to white in his mind.
Yeah, unfortunately, you have a more gruesome demise, as like nearly every joint that is that you have in your body is forced past where it should bend, and you crumple up like a small accordion as you like left on the floor like some sort of paper ball you would throw across the room. Fia.
Fia has. She's like thinking about standing there and her old crew. I'm wondering if she did right by both of them. And she can feel the fire in her slowly getting like the oxygen removed from it. And it's like slowly getting diminished. And eventually it's just like the oxygen's completely slimmed down, the flame goes out. She's dead.
You see as like her skin sort of gets sucked in as if there's like some sort of like vast space within Fia that's now just this large vacuum that just like sucks all the like life out of her. She just kind of like shrivels up slightly and falls to the ground. You watch Worms as he says, "Oh God." You watch as his eyes just slowly and painfully begin to swell as they kind of like turn to a sickly yellowish brown color, and he's looking around. And you watch as his fingernails just begin to like pop off like soda can tablets. And as he like lets out the last bit of air he can even escape from his lungs, you watch this bloody red foam. You put that on the thing. Bloody red foam come out of his mouth and start pouring out the side of his chin. As he eyeballs explode, he falls down to the ground, and you just watch blood profusely coming from the face. Right. At which point, Raiden, that black void that you mentioned, you do you in this vision, do you wish to be in your like your normal form or like in your sort of suit?
In the skeleton form.
Okay. So you can sort of like, as if it's a state of limbo almost. You find yourself sort of like feeling the sensation of floating on the top of water. As you sort of like bob up your head, you can see your body as if it's being illuminated. But like you said, it's this dark abyss. And to look up to get your bearings takes so much energy out of you that it's easier just to sort of sit there and float. When you sort of give in to the circumstance, much like things that are sitting at the top of water, they tend to gather because of the surface tension. When suddenly you feel a nudge of a bump tap you right on the right shoulder as you look over, and you see it's as if you both are coming out of an anesthesia. So to sort of communicate isn't necessarily on the table, but like you see Endless. The person who brought you into this whole group. You guys shared a fondness of the undead and afterlife. And that's what he brought you into this. And you feel this warm sensation, a sensation that's familiar. This is the feeling you feel when you're around your friend. Endless. You notice now as you sort of come to slightly that you find yourself in this dark abyss, being able to see your form within it all. Now sort of like daisy chaining off of Raiden's form as Zafril floats in as if it's like now that you guys are together, you have this bigger center of gravity pulling more things inward. Zafril, you come in and bump your head on the leg of Endless, and you slowly come to. And Fia and Troxy simultaneously come in at the same time, just like their arrival into the group. They actually collide first before. It's because of their collision. They bounce off like the DVD logo screen.
It's stupid.
You bounce off of each other just right, and that's what sets you in the right angle to hit the mesh of bodies floating in this abyss. Without being able to communicate, I want to. Sorry. Lastly, I don't want to forget Mox. You are the last to come in, and as you make contact with Fia's leg, you now all look like an uncoordinated group of people parachuting. You know what I mean? You don't have any form to how you're holding on to each other, but you found each other within the darkness. And it's not until Mox's arrival he sort of collapses onto Fia's leg. Suddenly there's this light that gets omnipresently shone upon you as if it's a big spotlight, and it feels like the sun. You feel the energy from it. It's rather comforting to what you have been experiencing, which has been frankly nothing. At which point, we're going to do it one more time around the table. You cannot necessarily communicate, but I just want you to describe the feeling that's essentially allowing you to stay in the stasis that you're in. Like what's the main feeling that's tying you together to this situation? We'll start with Mox.
I would say it's probably the inherent drive that Mox has to kind of purge the world of undead and demons. That's kind of holding him together at this moment.
Sure.
He's glad that these other individuals are around him, but that's kind of what helped him survive his crucifixion, and that's kind of what he's holding on to now as well.
Okay. Zafril.
Feeling that he had failed everyone. He feels that his last task is now done. If he dies today, he can at least bring his friend's soul to a better afterlife. So he stays with them.
Troxy? What's the thing tying you to this moment right now?
The need, not the need, the absolute determination that she cannot fail. If she fails, then she cannot guard the emerald. And the emerald is where it's connected to her friends and all the innocent lives. She cannot get pushed past the line.
Right?
He thinks about his friends for a moment, but then as they're washed away with this void he's staring up into, and he thinks that this is the end that may await me eventually. I want to change that fate.
Sure. Anglus?
The feeling that Anglus has is like he thoroughly believes that his brother didn't necessarily die in vain. Because if it wasn't for that death, he might not be here with everybody now. He doesn't want to let his brother's death be for nothing. He also has the feeling of like wanting to honor that by protecting the standing guard.
What about you, Fia? What's keeping you to this moment right now?
Sophia felt really cold with fire being out, and then when she bumped into Troxy and Ember lit. And ever since then, as she's bumping into her friends, you can see the ember flickering as if it's in like wind. And that's just getting more intense. The embers,
It's kind of
more
grows in
embers are
size.
going in different parts of the body. And so that's what's tethering her. She's paying attention to that first.
Wow.
Love that.
At which point, there may be some present that aren't familiar with this soul. But upon its arrival, you see that's a random number. Don't mind me, that's kind of weird. Anyways, God, what was I just saying?
That's all.
Also, that's
Oh,
the
yes.
first night record.
You see this just slightly bigger than a softball wisp of light. We can get that music change. This wisp of light, it greets you with its presence. Not so getting close, but maybe 3 or 4 feet away. And it approaches to you almost kind of out of the blue. You didn't see it coming. And it starts to sort of spiral in between your guys' forms as you sort of like float there, mazy chained to each other. This is a form maybe not so familiar to Fia, and I'm not sure if did Raiden get the chance to meet Saffron? Or is that after the fact?
Yes, he did.
Well, Fia, the arrival of this presence, though it's unfamiliar, fits in like a puzzle piece, just as if everyone else does. Giving you the impression of it being a good omen. Everyone, you don't hear anything, but the presence of it is just like standing right in front of Saffron. You hear her sort of like the way that she would scoff at things. A laugh rolls into your ears and out the other, and you hear, "Now's not your time. You need to push. I'll try my hardest." At which point, you start to hear the sounds of like anvils and arrows being slung from bows and typical sounds that you would associate with Saffron. When suddenly, right after that, you hear a large flame come bursting, at least the sound of it, and you hear a large cawing bird, several stories tall. It is so loud and rattling. You at this point, everyone kind of gets this little bump into their chest, and then another bump from the this like large bird presence. At which point you see Fia is nearly like, full flame, so to speak. You hear the sound of rolling thunder and the drums of war begin to play on top of all this building chaos of sound as Kord's presence is felt. You begin to smell the summer winds and the winter chills blow over your chest and bodies of Melora's presence, which is, who set you off on this whole thing to begin with. Raiden, you feel the presence of completion almost, and it sort of puts this like not that to say that you have no aspirations after this, but your determination and intelligence has what got you to the point you're at, and this wasn't going to stop you. As everyone begins to build up energy, Endless, you are the crazy cherry on top to the banana split sundae that we're making here with your chaotic energy of tomfoolery. As it spills over everybody, everyone begins to feel and thrive with energy. What's that? Oh, sorry, Mox, I'm sorry! But as you are floating there, you can feel as you are living through your crucifixion, you now feel the embrace of what you haven't been totally alien to the fact that the people you've surrounded with you now not only can help you achieve what you're looking for, but will support you along the way. As the cries of your people turn into more of a triumphant sound, it all builds and builds. At which point, everybody gets 2 fate points. And I want to be clear, I know fate points in the past have been have allowed a little bit of narrative control. I'm still going to allow that, but it's going to be a bit of a bargain. I'll say this, but for like 100%, you for what you can use it for sure though is to give yourself advantage on a roll, even if it's after the fact. If you failed, you can retroactively spend a fate point to re-roll.
Cool.
You can give yourself a +5 to a roll. You can alternatively use it as a way to pass a death save when you otherwise will have failed. Outside of those solid things, if you want to try and use your fate point to do something flowery, I encourage it. But I will be a little bit more. You'll have to do more to convince me. I don't want to allow too much willy-nilly with the fate point usage. If you get what I'm saying.
Alright, Captain.
So we went from whatever we had to 0 to 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? I'm also going to say that you can use one of your fate points to give to another player in a situation if they need to be able to reroll. I'll allow that.
Cool. You're kind of like the side anime character that screams like, you know?
With that being said, the dark abyss that you found yourselves floating in between, there are very rhythmic beats of light coming in. And it's this light that's very disorienting because it's this abyss that goes to an uncomfortable light. At which point you begin to hear the muffled voice of someone saying, the light begins to get more intense and more intense as, again, keeping with the rhythmic pulse. When suddenly everyone pops up and begins to essentially come to what appears to be a rescue party who are in the midst of resuscitating you all. Led by a party of what looks to be Hendrickson and some of the underlings from Troxy. There are some abominations. Excuse me. My bad. There are some Graveborn from town that have been working under Hendrickson that are also present. But everyone is at this point going to be considered alive.
Yeah, what a fucking journey.
Yeah. So this is where we open up, everybody.
Are we alive with HP.
Yeah, we're going to consider what you coming back to life because of all the mumbo jumbo that just happened. It's just going to be a long rest. Everyone's fully up to where they need to be. Everything's
Jeez.
recharged. All that shit.
Grab me a drink.
Are you grabbing yourself a drink?
You want a drink?
Can you grab me another one of these, please?
Absolutely.
And then
Anyone else?
some mozzarella sticks, please. Or, yeah. I mean, I can just eat those if you guys aren't going to eat them.
I'm good. I'm full.
Would you?
We're not for a drink?
Okay, yeah, please. Grab one for Clarissa, please.
You grab me a lemon.
Blue.
I'm good.
Oh,
This is great. I love seeing you at the end of my table, dude. It's an honor.
I'm just chilling down here. I'm like,
Where's the blue's at?
in the fridge.
In the main fridge. Everybody feels it's like though there were some more gruesome deaths like Angless. The whatever amount of organ damage or tissue damage that might have been sustained whilst dying, they have been, bypassed by some of the tomfoolery from earlier. So we'll just say that everyone's mostly in a state of like, ooh, ow, ouch, ouch, this hurts. I stand up, I have a little bit of a headache, hurts to walk. You guys have to like shake some shit off. Who's the first to react? Troxy.
She just like kind of gets like she kind of like scrambles up and she like grabs Woodsbane and like she kind of like shotguns it to like does like shotgun motion to have like the green flame come out of it. She starts limping.
Sure.
We have to stop him now. Where is he? And she just kind of stumbles forward.
So Hendrickson kind of like gets in front of you to like stop you, but also support your body weight. What? That's why we're here. It took us so long. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. We'll catch you up. Just hold on.
She sobs.
I think Raiden would be next. And he gives a little stumble as he like punches into the ground to stand up. And he'll come up to Hendrickson. And whether it be the magic of the armor, he just picks him up by the collar. Just says, "Where is he?"
Raiden, please put me down. Do you let him go?
He'll lower him down.
He kind of like lets himself out of your grip. When you guys didn't show up, we knew it would probably be some time. But after 6 days, I knew something might be wrong. So we came looking.
Angus kind of like stands up. You hear his back crack. He's like, "Are you saying that we've been gone for 6 days?"
He just like looks at you for a moment, like kind of loses some of the blood in the face. You guys have been dead for I don't know how long. Fia?
How are we back alive?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't. And he just looks at you. This is meant to be. Zephyr?
Go with Moths first.
Mox?
Mox would slowly get up, kind of using his trident, not really saying anything, kind of like internalizing all the information and processing. Henderson, compose yourself and get us up to speed.
He just laughs. Excuse me. It's just funny because you just came back from the dead and you're telling me to compose myself. Sire?
Zafriel picks himself up off the ground and remains in a kneeling position. I will not fail you again. I don't care where Radagast has gone. I will strike him down. Standing bear. Prepare yourselves. We have been given a second chance. Hendrickson, lead us.
We're gonna make him regret it.
I'll do what I can, but yes, Angles?
You can
No, for it.
Anglis he wants to try to do the whistle that he taught Tomi to respond to.
Okay.
See if she's nearby.
Make an animal handling check at advantage.
Yeah.
First roll of the night.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
First roll of the night.
Nat 20, nat 20, nat 20.
Ooh, 18,
19.
Ooh,
19.
close.
19,
19 plus 10.
29.
Yeah, 29.
You let out a ear piercing. I can't mimic it, so I won't try. But you whistle out with your fingers, you know what I mean? And maybe like 45 seconds, a minute and a half passes before you start to hear the clattering feet of Ikitome. And through the laboratory doors, you hear not the laboratory doors, the doors that you guys opened to get into the chamber to encounter Radagast burst open with a vicious, like a new challenger approaches, sort of like entrance for Ikitome. And she sort of comes up and kind of nudges you up beneath your legs, and you kind of like get picked up by her spider form.
He plops right down into the saddle and just kind of like holds on. Like, now we can go.
With the damage we did to Hermione, would there be any pieces of her or cloth on the ground?
You all can make an investigation check if you want to take a look.
Trox is just gonna look at Zephyr and be like, I can teleport wherever we need to go.
Oh, why am I rolling on here?
Before Mox helps with the investigation, he's going to go over to Worm's body and remove the brand from it.
Yeah, and you do, and
I
it
used up my money.
like from like with your experience with using blood magic, you're not necessarily easily like swayed by gross sights. But worms with exploded eyeballs and missing fingernails and cracked bones, it is unsightly even for your eyes. But you remove your brand just fine.
Perfect. Well, poor soul. He had terrible motives. This is a gruesome death for anyone. And then he would proceed over to Raiden to help investigate. Would we consider Hermione undead at this point?
Yes.
Okay, so I get advantage on the investigation roll.
You can make one too. Does anyone else want to make an investigation?
With
check?
advantage or just straight?
He said help.
Well,
So does Raiden get the advantage?
Yeah.
well, yeah. So, Don, if you, Mox, if you want to make your own investigation check, that's fine. But if you want to assist Raiden, he'll just get to roll an advantage, and you won't be rolling.
Whichever you prefer, whichever's easier
No,
for
it's up to
you.
you. It's up to you.
I mean, I'm never opposed to rolling.
Yeah. So, investigation for you two. Anybody else want to do on this?
Now Troxy's mind is
Yeah, I'm not.
on moving forward.
Okay. Go for it. Roll for it.
I got a nat one.
Nat one.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay, Mox, how about you?
A nat 20, so it's a
Oh,
29 total.
Okay, so as far as pieces of Hermione goes, you don't necessarily find, but you do happen to find between the to be honest, a lot of the stuff in here has been destroyed because of the sort of like birth of Radagast into this world, if so to speak. However, I'll say that you're able to find a handful of papers that is critical to the like what you guys have coined as Graveborn, but essentially the Graveborn making process. It's essentially what you guys were like working off of, based off of Worms' research, but this is more refined and much more like specific, not so open-ended. So essentially, that's about it though. everything else is like either broken, burnt, or like destroyed in some manner, way, shape, or form.
Gotcha.
After completing the investigation check, though, Hendrickson looks at you all. So, I'm surprised we were able to get you here. And to be honest, as much as I feel compelled to join you, and all of us, we have to go back to Windshire. Hell has broken loose on the Primaterial Plane. The amount of abominations that one might encounter, like we have in the last year or so of our adventures, double that, maybe triple. And though we started constructing a wall, it's not enough to really. Anyways, we're in the basement right now. As you guys like look up, the window that was in the top of this domed place. Instead, you can sort of start to see like brickwork up before you. If we leave this tower, we'll be at. Excuse me. If we leave this laboratory, we'll be at the base of it. I need a way back to Windshire. They need us back there. Great. Can you send us?
Yeah, and he would. Not a problem.
Does anybody else have any questions before Hendrickson leaves the scene and takes you outside to witness what the world looks like?
Hendrickson, what happened? Radagast?
His influence has grown greater than even what I expected. We are now below his mighty tower, made of stone, flesh, and evil. Atop it seems to be a progressing storm that never seems to persist, that never seems to end.
Is that above the lab or above?
Yeah, like
okay.
essentially, yeah.
So he's above us right now.
In a certain sense, yes.
She looks at Zafriel. She looks at Raiden. She looks at the whole party. We need to kill him now.
That's what I'm hoping you guys can do. Here's the thing. I don't know how much of a chance you guys stand, but you have to succeed. The skies have been dark for at least a week now. Things are starting to die. The magical crops that you had made outside the city are even having a struggling time against whatever is happening to this place.
Hendrickson. Do your best to protect Windshire and lead it. As my fellow troops and captains shown up from the celestial plane.
You know, yes and no. They said they're coming, but they're still a week out. I tried to tell them the urgency of the situation, but I don't know.
I'm not sure. This is more for theatrics, if anything.
Sure.
Zafriel goes to put his two fingers on Hendrickson's forehead. And no words are spoken, but he feels like a bond formed. Allow Noladrin to help you. Beckon to his name, and he will come.
Hendrickson just looks at you silently, gives you a head nod.
You must succeed too.
And much like Itome's sorry, just give me 1 second. Itome's entrance, you hear the roaring lion of Nolandrin come barreling down, flying through the double doors as he swoops underneath Hendrickson.
Yes, Inglis looks down down at Hendrickson from the top of Iktomi. Tell him, Hendrickson, do me a favor. Tell Jeffrey what happened. Tell him where we are. Hopefully he'll know what to do next.
He points at you. You're living. You're coming out of this alive. I'm ready. As he looks over to you, Raiden.
Oh, Hendrickson?
Yeah.
Raiden doesn't really say anything to Hendrickson, but he'll touch each of the party members' shoulders. He'll actually touch Troxy, he'll touch Fia, and he'll touch Zafriel. As he's going to cast for the 4th level spell enhance ability.
Okay.
And give everybody's bear's endurance, giving everybody a advantage on constitution checks
Hell yeah.
for their, I guess, their saving throws.
Saves? Okay.
Hell
Okay, cool.
yeah.
And then they also gain 2d6 temp hit points until the spell goes down.
Roll 2d6.
Power in your d6.
About it.
What does it have?
That's a 6.
Oh, so everybody gains 9 temp hit points.
Cool.
Remember, you take damage from that first before your HP.
Cool
Yeah,
beans.
except
What do I-
Inglis and me.
You
Wait,
should
what?
be able to put like 10.
Oh, you just don't get any tips.
Say it was 9.
9, and then your con saves are now at advantage until I lose concentration.
Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna be frank real quick. I had this like glorious idea of you guys ascending a cool little wizard's tower. But to be honest, I kind of want to jump like right into
Oh,
it.
we're fine with that.
So
trust
can
me.
we just have like this cinematic fast forward of you guys getting to the
Yeah.
top peak of the tower? Okay.
Could it like pertain of us just kicking ass like no other? Like we're going up there like a freight train. We are going up there.
Sure. Okay. I could get a little bit of a music change. Maybe not the boss music per se, but something upbeat like that.
Like whatever God helps them, whoever gets in our fucking way.
This might be good.
Yeah. Yes.
Some toes get fucked. Dude, I almost started crying when you brought in Saffron, by the way. I just
Phoenix.
Yes.
I just like to act. Like I said, we're just pulling. Oh
Wow.
that was magical.
I wasn't sure if it was necessarily going to be a tearjerker. Do you want a?
Can I get pillow too? I'm so sorry. I mean I'll get up and get it.
No, Tucker's
There's
coming.
more than it too.
Oh, thank you. I thought it'd be rude to ask for a pillow.
These aren't the
It
comfiest.
smells a little too bossy.
A little too much, yeah. That's not bad though.
It's not bad though. Oh, what about the my one playlist I listened to?
They're still in the closet.
I think so.
Maybe this.
I don't know.
They're just
Up
on
to you.
floor.
I don't know if you like that one that I did.
This feels nice.
Yeah,
This feels like this feels like the world's
Thank
coming
you.
to an end kind of music.
Yeah.
It's fair.
We're climbing up to the top.
Can you close it?
Oh my god, so much better. Thank you.
Thanks, Tucker.
And see if you was like riding it all the way up to the.
I just like that's ready to run up the stairs. That abomination.
Proxy.
It only counts as one.
Oh,
Yeah, he's definitely playing. He's like, find me. Ooh.
Are you able to stand up easily? Or
I can stand up. Yes.
there's a pencil around the cabinet behind the rum, closer to the wall.
Captain Letters is here.
I think that might be. Oh, it's okay.
You read that?
Behind you, right here, by the wall.
Okay.
Pencil.
Why is the rum gone?
Is the
Where's
rum? Is the
Florence?
rum gone?
It's almost gone.
No.
Oh, I was gonna say I was maybe ready for another one or something. If you got, do you want another drink?
Yeah.
I would get some because I've it's gonna run out.
Should we get drinks and stuff like right now before we continue?
We should, yeah.
This is like a great
Okay.
time.
Yeah, we
Let's
can take a quick 5 minute
Quick
break.
5 minute break. I'm gonna
Yeah.
pee,
Same.
and let's get
Rest
some
back.
drinks. Do you want to help me?
See, I can just like see this as an animated thing of us just running up like a spiral. You see like all the abominations raining down, and there's like a freight train.
Okay. So, this tower, originally Hendrickson was going to take you outside of the laboratory to reveal the tower to you, but instead you all go through up the ceiling into the base of the tower, and it's maybe 30 or 40 floors of like nearly identical rooms where it's like, okay, so then just a little bit, yeah. But like you enter the room, and it's essentially a spiral staircase that kind of continuously goes up, and on each floor there are like god awful abominations. Some with like awful boils that like if touched or agitated at all, you got some spillage going on. You know what I'm saying? What?
I have an idea for when we go up.
Okay. So like just to sort of like fast track through the stuff, like because there's like 30 or 40 or so floors of this, and it's just like wave after wave after wave of abominations. I kind of want everyone to, I mean, yeah, you're not going to be spending spell slots. So like if you want to be a little flowery in what you do to like contribute to like your scale up the tower of death, please. Oh, I also want to make one note. The brick that is made of this stone tower, the mortar you can see is very fleshy and bloody, and there's even some bricks, instead of being bricks, it's like muscle tissue.
Oh my god!
So you're climbing a literal tower of
A living
flesh,
tower.
a living tower.
That's some necrotic bad.
So
shit.
as you guys go up the floor, since Raiden's very happy, we'll start with him and we'll go counterclockwise.
Can I spend a fate point to change how the teleportation spell works? Or
No,
just a little bit.
no,
No.
no. The enchantment is the enchantment.
Well, my idea.
Okay, tell me what you want to do.
I was gonna have the group line up in the formation they want to go, and then just point it forward as we fly up the stairs at just great speed all the way to the top till he releases it. That way we fly up like.
You know what? I won't let you. You don't have. Like, are you essentially just trying to like increase the speed at which you're going
Like the
up?
flash, and as we're going up, each of us are describing how we're just wailing through
Okay,
these.
so I won't say like you're going like flash speeds, but I'll say like with the bounding powerful magic that your staff has, why the fuck not? You guys get a little bit of speed boost, making this like part of the expedited process. Sure, why the fuck not? You don't need to spend a fate point for that. Mox, and then we'll go to Clarissa. Well, so like, please be however descriptive of how you like vanquish however many abominations as you scale this tower.
At like super speed.
Well, I mean, like not super speed, but
Hasted?
like sure, like hasted. Why not?
Okay.
Why not? Why not?
Okay.
With it transitioning to mostly an undead set of enemies, Mox would have activated Crimson Right, specifically the Right of Dawn. So his trident is emanating this aura of radiant energy. So all the abominations kind of like as I close in, kind of like shield their eyes, and basically just kind of yanking and like flicking enemies with his trident and stuff. It's kind of like every time the trident sinks into them, it kind of like sears their skin, kind of like cauterizing the wound
Sure,
as he's
sure.
kind of like slashing around. Because he effectively gets to do double damage with the Crimson Right on undead enemies.
Sure. Endless. How do you what's your flowery description of you vanquishing abominations as you scale a 100 or so foot tall tower?
I think this is going to be riding Ektomi the entire way up,
Sure.
making like while brandishing his longsword as him and Iktomi just as he's swinging his longsword through Abomination after Abomination, and Iktomi just grabs hold of them and rips them apart,
Sure.
bites straight into him, and they're gonna do that the entire way up.
Fuck yeah. Okay. Fia?
So were you meaning that we kind of could use spells, but they just look like a spell?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Just be flowery and
Yeah. However you want to do it.
Side of the wall, right?
Yeah, there's windows that go all up. The windows, however, aren't necessarily glass. They'll break like it as if it were, but instead of being glass, it's like this very thin, filmy membrane.
Gross.
Yeah.
You imagine you're going
Like,
face
you know,
first in
with
that.
acid and shoot things, like what spell it is, it's like I'll just do firebolt, scorching earth, just fire everywhere.
Yeah, so like from as the camera pans out from all this chaos as you guys are sending out, it zooms out a mile or so away from the tower, and you watch it slowly, but surely, a pace going cylindrical up the tower every 10 or 15 feet. Fire, like jets of fire, like 15 or 20 feet long, just like crawling up the outside of the windows, going up this tower. That's badass.
Yeah, it's bad.
Zephyro.
Taking the helm of the charge, as the
Okay,
leader
sure.
of the standing there, I feeling the rush of the speed boost that Raiden is giving us.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 2 cuts
Am I
something
speaking
else.
this the whole time?
I just start like swinging my halberd back and forth as if I'm a lawnmower cutting the way up the stairs.
Sure, like they're like decapitating heads left and right, or torsos even.
Yeah, and I'd like to say like at the top of the stairway you see like a hulking abomination. I look at it and I just shove the halberd through its neck and like toss it into a larger pile as it like bowling pin style knocks them all out.
Sure, Troxy.
Troxy.
Volleyball style, not to mention. Yes. Okay, Troxy.
You crazy. I like you. You crazy. Troxy transforms into a gorilla.
Okay, like a silverback.
Yeah. with her moose antler.
Yes,
Elk out
yes.
antlers, right?
Yes.
And she's gonna support him directly from behind, bouncing from one side to another, grabbing him, throwing him, slamming him, mixing him, twisting him, tearing him.
Fuck yeah. And Raiden, because I want to give you a little bit of the limelight, just so it's not just your boost that you give to the party. The last floor, right above, you can hear thunderous bolts of lightning being produced in the sky above you. You are below, like just before the tip top of the tower. And the only thing that stands between you and the last little bit of stairs that will get you to the roof is this Balrog. How do you say it from Star Wars? Is it Balrog? Balrog? The thing that Luke fights in the pit?
Oh, a rancor.
Rancor, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, like this huge like abomination that like has this face that's been like stretched out in an unnatural way. Like it's trying to look human, but it's clearly some sort of like abyssal like creature. It's essentially like this large like the two-headed creature, the abomination that you fought when Mox first joined the group.
Yeah.
It's at least like 25 feet tall. It might be 30 if it was like not hunched over. How do you want to kill this thing before we get to the top, tippity top?
Hell yeah.
So so he's flying, and as he comes up, he's gonna mag punch with his
Sure.
shield in hand,
Sure.
straight into its gut, like lifting up into its ribcage. It's gonna push itself up through the stairs
Oh, okay.
before eventually he just harnesses the lightning in his fist to shoot electric magic missiles up into his face to kind of blow it off.
Yeah, okay.
Hell yeah.
So you're doing like
Toss.
internal magic missiles and
Yeah, I punch kind of like
You fucking give an uppercut out of hell as you like literally punch hard enough to almost destroy the creature's
Yeah.
sternum as you're flying up the stairs and just like and your fist begins to glow with this like electrical arcane energy. And inside, it's almost like when you put your flashlight underneath your hand, you can kind of
Yeah.
see the tendons and the bones. Like you just see like this light start building up between him, in his torso, and eventually it like travels up the spine, and you watch out of the head 4 or 5 magic missiles just like in different directions as the body just kind of like falls downward, and the head, instead of being contact, is now like almost like tendrils, like an octopus legs, just like splayed open.
He just tosses it aside, standing there, just
Sure. Right as you guys burst up into the next door, you all find yourselves to a chilling gust of wind that is at least 40 to 55 miles an hour, just like blowing crazily. When you look up, there are demonishly looking black clouds that are just like building and sort of like undulating. And I won't even make you guys roll. The point that you can see, it's maybe 150 or 200 feet above you, which, by the way, as you guys are looking down, you're at least 400 or so feet up off of the ground. This storm that's coming, that's persisting, is persisting because of the tear between the realm of where Radaghast was banished to and the prime material plane. It's raining lightly as lightning crashes through the sky. You all come running up to the top of this tower. It's massive. As you run up, you see Radaghast, what, like, I don't know, like 60, 80 or 90 feet away. He says, "By the gods! I cannot believe it. I don't even know what to say. But you're too late. I love you. You can't stop me. I've already won." I need everyone to roll initiative.
Let's go.
Sorry, there was some spit there.
Dude, yeah. Hey,
Version.
sometimes there's a splash zone in theater.
damn.
Oh, Zachary
Are you
just
just-
rolling that 20 on
I'm-
initiative.
Using
Oh.
lucky.
Lucky, okay.
15 for Mox.
Okay, I'll call for initiative in just a second.
Using lucky again.
Are you sure?
That's bad.
It might not be bad to go last.
I'm gonna use the fate point.
Do you want me to track initiative or do you got it?
I think I can try.
You know, I might just use my paper for now.
Okay.
I think that might add an extra element I'm not willing to deal with at the
You
moment.
sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can have it as a backup.
Double
Are you
nat,
fucking
I got a
kidding?
double nat one.
Are you fucking kidding
I'm not
me?
even lying.
What?
God.
She used a fate point.
Turn me roll.
Fate point?
Yeah.
I might honestly use a fate point.
No, guys.
It's gotten worse.
It's not a big deal.
Okay, yeah, it's not a big deal. It doesn't matter. Good job.
Lucky is so helpful in combat.
I have lucky, but I've already used it twice, and it's gotten worse every roll.
Don't do it again.
I already know. I have 10 fate points. I'm using
No.
one of them.
No,
Lost
you got
roll.
two.
You lost them all. Everyone has two.
We only have 2.
If you want to redact what you just said now, knowing that, that's okay.
Can I?
Nah.
Yes,
Go
you
ahead.
can redact. You can redact. Are you sure?
Yeah,
Okay.
because that was a lot better.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, 25 to 20.
23.
Okay. Zaf. 20 to 15.
15.
15
20.
for Mox.
Who has the higher dex between the two?
Mox is 15.
13.
So Mox and then Fia.
It goes Evan Moxfia.
Oh, okay.
I referred to everyone else in character aside from you. Sorry.
What was your roll in initiative?
19.
Okay, Fia, and 15 to 10.
12 for English.
And then what are you at?
Me?
Yeah.
3. There's no stat block for a gorilla. Can I just use my warhammer for my attacks?
I think no. I'm pretty sure there is a stat block for a gorilla.
Should be. I spell gorilla.
Well, look on D&D Wiki.
Are we looking
Yeah,
for
so
initiative?
just go into
There-
Google.
There's an ape or a giant ape.
I think it's a giant ape.
We'll go with giant ape. So I just need to look. It's 18 plus 5,
That's
Okay, here we go. Yeah.
23.
yeah.
Zaf, what's your dex?
Oh, mine is 16.
Oh, okay. So
Come on. Golden, please.
okay, so it goes Zafriel.
Okay.
And then Radagast.
Okay.
There is no tile for that one. You'll have to write it.
Yeah, I got it.
You can just like do RDAA or something.
Yeah. Next.
And then Raiden,
Okay.
Mox,
Okay. Uh. Okay.
Fia,
Alrighty.
Endless.
Mm-hmm. Oh, where's Angus's?
There should be one for Endless.
This wasn't attached though. So
Oh yeah, that's right. It might be in the breakfast room, yeah.
Okay.
Troxy.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I don't know if you have the space, but
Yeah.
between Fia and Endless, we need a layer action.
Oof.
Sorry, I should have said this before, my bad.
Good. So between Fia, Ingress.
I think the dogs are playing with my feet.
oh,
No, it's fine.
they like to play with the blanket.
Dude, it's totally fine. It's just cute.
I wrote that on the side.
Yeah, they like to like they'll bite you and then.
That's what Midnight likes to do too.
Oh, they like to play the blank with the
Yeah,
blanket.
Midnight loves that
Oh,
shit.
really?
Oh, dude, when you guys come over, you can try it with.
It's like they think something's under there, but they know it's you.
They want to
You know
chase
what I
it.
mean?
They want it so. It's their prey instinct. They just
I know,
want it.
right?
Ingress, and then there's Trox. All right. Troxy after.
Yeah, Troxy in the rear.
Very, very deep rare.
Yeah, with the nat 1.
Yeah,
Damn.
twice.
Are the nerves getting to Troxy? Or is she ready for this? What's this nat 1 about?
She's scared to fail
Sure.
because she can't.
Because you already did. Kind
Yeah.
of, all of you did. Kind of.
Like this is like the moment. There is no other moment.
Can you zoom out?
Taylor, just try to push him in the butt.
Push him in the butt. Not like that.
Okay, so between the two of you and me, we'll help each other keep each other accountable for initiative.
Yeah.
Okay, so Radagast looks the camera pans from your guys' perspective over your shoulders and zooms up this bit of tower, stopping just 10 or so feet from Radagast as it shows him levitate. You can see his perfect form with his red and black robes, with the half of full goatee, but with Hermione's right eye, floating in the air. Heroes of the primaterial plane, I bear you farewell. With Zafriel up, with Radagast on deck. Also, guys, good luck. I wish you all good luck.
Thank you, DM.
Wow.
Bring it.
Zaf, you're up.
As lightning strikes throughout the sky, you see Zafriel is there one moment, but as soon as the echoes of a thunderstrike happens, you see Zafriel is right in front of Radagast as he appears right in front of him. So I'm going to use my action to dash, and as I appear right in front of him at the end of the
It's like
lightning
running
strike,
yourself.
my muscles and like instantly bold, and I'm gonna go into a rage right in his face.
Oh, that
It's like
Yeah.
on Super Saiyan in the face of your
like,
enemies.
you just watch Zafriel just like almost flap. Oh, it's still hurting.
Did it hit your funny bone?
In a major way. Oh, guys, actually, I'm gonna need a second. It's hot. It's hot. My hand is hot.
Do you need some water?
No. Holy, I've never hit my funny bone that hard.
Yeah.
You put it pretty bad.
It hurts. It's making me angry.
That's a shock up your nervous system.
Oh my god.
Man, you got fucked
Yeah,
up.
it takes a minute for them to regain what they're doing.
Oh,
The nerve.
it's slowly not hurting as much.
Yeah.
Maybe we can move this a little
I
bit. Oh,
Was that his dice throwing hand?
Good, good.
Get fucked.
We'll take what we can here.
okay, guys. Okay.
So, months. I went from over here all the way up to here.
Yeah,
It's
I
about
can't.
18 squares, so 18 times 5.
Yeah, it's
Dude, he like
Hold on.
appeared
It's,
with Super Saiyan in his face. That's what
Yeah.
that was. That was like, can you imagine Goku?
Ollie.
Can you imagine like Goku appearing like and then turns Super Saiyan?
85,
He does that though.
90,
He does
95. You're about 100 feet away from Radagast.
That was the maximum distance I could run.
perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Get wrecked.
Well,
Okay.
it's one of those. It's not as big of an issue that we took the short rest, so I still have things I can do whenever I'm not in melee range. So
Okay, so right as you get to his face, your speed is so intense that like the environment has like a split second before it's have enough time to react to your like presence, and you can see some of the chin hair and the hair on his scalp be blown by your like immediate like thump, and he just looks over to you. You're more. Hey, you stupid dog.
He's gonna be where you are.
He looks over to you. You don't scare me. I'll show you what to be scared of. And he floats up and he kind of like. At which point, these things right here in the center of the battlefield are about 5 foot high stone like pillars. At which top there is a large, what can only be described as like a mana crystal type structure, and they all sort of like as they turn on. Oh my gosh, Muna, she's trying to like tell me she needs to go outside, but I don't think she needs to. So we're gonna keep going on. They sort of like as they activate, they release this sort of like explosion of arcane energy in a sort of spherical motion, and on a meta level, within a 15-foot radius of these pillars, when you're standing within them, you have a -2 to saves.
Oh shit.
You did that.
And that's it. That's just always.
Damn, okay.
There is technically a path that's the one that's directly in the middle of them isn't affected by the influence of the pillars. So there is a through line, but it's just like a 5 foot wide path. So just keep that in mind. Also, these stairs right here go about 15 feet up, and as they come down about 5 or 10 feet or so to this platform, which is about 10 or so feet off the ground. So like this pathway right over here is about 15 to 18 feet tall, just to give you an idea of that. Everything else is just like tower. So as he gets done doing that, he says, "Now you all will perish." See here. since Zafiril is right here, he's going to magic missile you at 5th level. So that's 3 at 5th level. That would be
it hits you no matter what.
how much is magic missile? It's 3d4 and then 1d4 at each level.
Oh, I have it.
level
Let me
higher.
look.
And you gain
So it's 7.
you do an extra one each.
It's
time,
one
too.
d4, and then and you get I think a couple every level.
Yeah, I think it's like 6.
What's at 5th level?
So you get 3 at 1st level, and then you get 1 extra guard for every level above that.
So 7.
Ah, damn, yeah.
At
3
what
plus
level are you
4.
casting it?
5th.
Fifth.
So it'll only be
then-
5. 5d4? Oh no, 8.
It'd be 7
Oh,
missiles.
7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right in the face.
Sorry. Yeah, he just like extends his palm out, and it's just like maybe like a foot or 2 feet away from your face, and it's just like full energy, go to blast to the face type deal.
Hell yeah.
As he does that, the first one strikes, and my skin starts radiating electricity, and he's gonna take some lightning damage.
Okay,
back.
hold on.
Ah. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, son.
Mhm.
Ray, can you tell me what Luna's up to?
Luna.
Luna's sitting there
Toy.
chewing on a toy.
Okay.
You know, when that music was really intense, they were having a boss fight. It was badass.
It's the stare down.
You take 19 points of force damage to the face.
He needs to make a death save of 16.
Okay, he has advantage on spell. Is this a spell effect? Wait, this is your divine. Your
The rest of the storm.
channel divinity.
No, it's a feature from Paladin, but not divine. It's not a spell, but it's
It's like
Okay, it
defense,
doesn't.
it's
So
a
what-
defense mechanism.
what's the save?
dex
Like Gar or Santa.
That's going to be 14.
fails.
Okay.
Fuck
He's
him
gonna
up.
take 13 damage back.
Okay.
We'll get fucked.
He you kind of reach out to his wrist as he's done blasting your face, and you just kind of You'll have to try harder than that. He'll use his movement to start flying right over here. He'll like fly up like 10 or so feet, and then he'll come back down in the middle of the field. You can take an attack of opportunity if you'd
I
like.
used my reaction.
Okay. Actually, he's gonna fly more like right here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Who's next? Raiden.
Yep.
And Mox is on deck.
So Raiden's actually gonna set down Poddington on the ground where they are.
Oh, did we get? Oh, here's this is Poddington.
Yeah, he's teeny.
Teeny tiny.
He's about the size of a fairy, I guess. Yeah, so he's gonna set him down right behind Raiden, I guess. So yeah, right there. And he's gonna take his turn first. He's gonna actually do magic missile himself at 2nd level, and each one directed at the 4 crystals.
Okay, so one for each crystal,
Yeah,
basically.
yep. 1d4 to each crystal.
Roll damage, please.
Watch him get destroyed
One.
in just these big tentacles. So it's like a big monster. Gets
1, 2,
Ooh,
2.
2.
So 1, 1, 2, 2.
Not rolling.
Okay, so we're gonna say 1, 1, 2, 2.
Sure.
Okay. Do you want to use any of your movement or your bonus action?
Is there anybody that doesn't want to go to him?
What?
Because he was gonna use teleport to just move right up to his face.
This middle
I'm
line.
gonna say that's going to use your staff in that way is probably an action.
Yeah, that's what he's gonna do.
But like, isn't magic missiles an action to cast?
Well, that was Poddington. He's got that spell store item, so he just shot it out of that for free.
Penny Ponytail.
Yeah, if you want to use teleport, that's for sure. Yeah, you can for sure do that.
Yeah.
Where do you want to teleport everybody? Right in the middle?
Well, does everybody want to do that?
And you're going to basically teleport everybody onto
On
Radaghast.
top of him, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll stay.
was gonna say Mox would appreciate it.
Yes. You want to be bamfed to Radagast?
As long as we can move, as long as you're able to move Itomi with us, yeah.
Yeah.
How many targets do
I
you
can
use
do up
per
to
kill?
8 people.
8? Okay. Oh yeah, you're fine.
Do you want to be lined up in the center so you're not in the fields, or
To be honest, it might be hard.
Listen, we want the smoke no matter where it's
If
at.
you're teleporting, I'm going to be placing everybody.
do it?
Okay, so who's all teleporting? Everybody except for Fia? Okay. So that's Fia right here.
What's the range of teleport?
Oh, it's within the plane.
wherever. Yeah,
No, I
wherever
mean,
I
like-
can in the plane. That I
No, I
noticed.
mean like
You guys are
within targets.
Yeah, it's fine. You guys.
I was asking if I'd be teleported.
Yeah,
as
well, that's what I wanted to look at to see.
Oh
if
yeah,
it's
what's the
some-
range? Yeah, is it touch or is it?
It's anybody I can see within range.
What's the range of the spell?
10 feet.
Oh yeah.
So it's just those
out.
immediately around me.
So we'll say that Zeph. It says.
I want to specifically say Raiden, since it's my turn, will be right up in his face.
Okay.
Mox, you are right here.
And then Poddington's staying behind, right?
Yes, Poddington. I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, he's artillery. You know?
Yeah, he's
He's
sure.
just gonna be in the background. Yeah, literally. He's just taking.
Oh
his
yeah, that's
cap
a
off.
view box right here. This is Radagast, and if you want me to, I can put you in a flanking position, Raiden.
Yeah, he wanted to surround him.
Okay, yeah.
So that,
So you'll
yeah.
be flanking with Mox and Endless, but not. Is this Troxy?
Yeah,
Okay. So you won't get a flanking bonus, but whatever.
that's all right.
Okay. So
bonus action, he's just gonna use defensive field on himself, and that's my turn.
okay. What's defensive field again? That's the
13
plus?
temp hit points to me.
That's right. Okay. Oh,
10 hit points don't stack.
they don't.
I didn't give any
Oh, that's
to
right, okay,
myself.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Mox, you're up. Fia, you're on deck.
How high is he flying? Like, is he just levitating slightly off the ground?
Yeah, he's like maybe 2 or 3 feet off the ground.
Okay, perfect. I want to move into melee range.
Wait, you use 5 feet of your movement to do so?
Yep. And then I'm going to make 2 attacks with my trident.
They're at advantage because you're flanking with Raiden.
Perfect.
Mhm.
A 25 to hit on the first.
Oh, Pepe.
That doesn't hit.
Well, then
Damn.
Sorry, what?
Damn.
25?
okay. Well, then the second one doesn't hit either.
Okay, so
Fighting a lich.
let me narrate real quick. Right as you hit, your hit was extremely true, and the amount of ferocity was coming down was significant. However, the moment it strikes contact with his flesh, the 4 crystals around you that surround you on these pillars all flash up. In this moment, when you hit, you knowing how true your strike was makes you think that these crystals may not just be a hindrance to you, but may also be contributing
Mhm.
to a super fucking high AC.
That's what I was thinking.
Mox would call out. We need to take
I'll
the
say
crystals.
You just really hit. The AC is 26 right now.
Okay. I didn't hit with either. He'll call out. We need to take the crystals first. But he's also going to use an amplified blood curse on Radagast before that.
Okay.
So I'm going to take 2d8 necrotic damage. Just a sec. So I'll take 6 necrotic. Radagast currently, until the end of my next turn, we have advantage on charisma intimidation checks against him, and he also his next wisdom save is at disadvantage until the end of my next turn.
Got it. Okay. We're going to give me like 3 minutes. I need to take out my stupid dog.
And then whoever wants to move me, I've got 30 movement. Move me towards whichever crystal's probably one of the ones behind me, based off of how everybody's positioned.
He might get an attack of opportunity. Is that all right?
I mean, we need to take out the crystals first, so let's kind of.
Don't worry.
You
we
still-
can plan.
You still have one attack left if you want to use your
No,
attack.
neither hit. That 25 was me rolling a 17. So
I know,
my
but
second attack was only a 13, so like it wasn't even close.
I see.
Yeah.
I moved you from here to here.
Okay, I'll be right back. Sorry, guys.
You're okay, dude.
Yeah, that's the first thing I thought. Was
Did you see
all
that?
the crystals? I was like, I gotta magic miss all those crystals. There's way too much crystals.
Don, did you see that?
Yeah, I see where I'm at. I don't have an attack though,
Okay.
so it's kind of irrelevant for me right
No, I
now.
was just making sure you
Okay,
were
I'm
where you
okay.
wanted to be.
And just beat the shit out of it.
I'm only saying if he has a second attack, he can try attacking the crystal or something.
Yeah,
Unless
Yeah,
you
but
want to
you
count my
hit.
second attack towards that one, which would have been a 21 to hit.
It doesn't.
But I
21 was hit for sure.
okay.
Well, hold on, I'll be right back. Hold on, I'll be
One
right
moment.
back. So, Don, you are, excuse me, Mox, as you can play the music if anything like.
Oh.
Mox, as you go to the tower, you can see there is a small, on the side here, I tried to draw a little stylistic console. There is a console to all these pillars. It's again, a lot of that mixture of that technology you've been seeing throughout the laboratories, like machine and arcane. It's a balance between the two. And you imagine doing damage to the console or the crystal that's floating on top of this 5-foot structure. Either way would do well. The 21 will hit the pillar. Roll damage on that.
All right. That's 10 piercing, and then an additional 2 radiant.
So 12 total?
Yes.
Got it. Your strike does do a marginal amount of damage, but you imagine this thing could probably take another hefty 2 or 3 hits.
Roger that. And like I said, for the rest of the party, he is currently any intimidation checks will have advantage, and if you cast something that requires a wisdom save, his save is at disadvantage.
Cool. Nice. Okay, Fia, you're up with the lair action on deck.
So we talked about this a bit earlier, but I just wanted to know if I could do that thing where I put my hair up, like just as a magical little thing.
Well, we'll just give you a free action. Like you can just do it
Yeah.
at the risk if you want.
Yeah.
Describe it to everybody.
So I want to put my hair in like tight braids and then have it be back in a ponytail, and the ponytail is a flicker of flame.
But like it's like a flick of the wrist, like just suddenly her hair becomes braided and like to the back of the ponytail is a little bit of flame, like a reminds me of a ponytail.
Hell yeah.
Muna,
And
shut the fuck up.
it means business. And she's gonna use. Let's see. I was gonna do a sorcery point.
Yes. Okay.
We sniffing what I'm picking?
Yes.
Yes.
I sent you a message on Facebook Messenger.
Do so that's
Um,
fireball.
It is a list of
I think
things
another bonus
that
action.
you can turn into.
I'm gonna cast fireball on
And it has all the
Yes.
CR.
one over here.
Okay.
Thank you.
And
I might have to send that away.
It might be my phone.
20.
Oh, it's a structure, so you can just roll damage. Because it's like not gonna move, you know what I mean? Fia,
I got it.
if Fia's casting fireball on one of the pillars,
Oh shit.
So it's 16 so far.
okay?
Um, 16 plus 12.
16 plus 12 is
Is it 32? No,
28.
28.
So, right as you release, you watch as a thin laser beam light full of fire energy that shot out like a beam. There's a pause when the beam hits the crystal, and it just there's this intense heat that just gets blown past all of y'all. And as it subsides, you watch as the crystal is slightly smoking, nearly holding on by a thread. It is like when a window shatters, like and it's just like completely shattered, and the next poke is going to make the thing just go. So this pillar right here is looking pretty fucking rough.
Can I see your pen?
Did you want to move or use your bonus action?
I did want to use my bonus action. Pause.
Darcy, you're gonna love this.
Sorry, give me just a second.
You're fine. You're fine. Unless you're going to be coming up soon.
It's gonna be straight disrespect.
Oh, we can't hit homeboy until we get the crystals out.
I have an idea.
I mean, we can. It's just a ton harder.
I have an idea.
And, unless you're not targeting AC, so if you're doing something that requires a save, you might have a better opportunity depending on what type of save he's making.
Oh boy. Okay.
You may even have advantage on
I think I'm gonna wait.
saves versus magic.
I've already announced it, so I'll just say it again. He has advantage on magical spell saves.
This motherfucker's just protected and over with.
Not to say
Except-
that you shouldn't cast spells, but just
Except
let
for
you know, it's-
wisdom. Wisdom is neutral now because he.
Oh yeah. Wisdom is neutral.
Listen,
Yeah.
Cole,
Okay, I'm gonna try this.
Okay.
I'm going to do.
no matter what he's doing, he getting these hands. All of us.
I'm gonna use sorcery points to cast Hold Person as a bonus action.
Oh, okay. Holy shit, that's a wisdom save?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's MVP.
Fuck yeah. Okay. There we go.
This could be a game. We could just beat the shit out of him. He's stuck there like a bitch. I'm
He
excited.
has some shit in his pocket, guys.
He better get some shit and put it in.
Hopefully,
Wisdom save?
legendary resistance.
It's a neutral roll, so that makes it 27.
Damn it, dude.
Yes.
It's the 20 we needed.
Bastard.
And it was only for the first wisdom save, so he's now got advantage on wisdom saves again.
Nice. Maybe
That no. That was a
Wait, wait.
that was
He's
a
a fate point. Huh? Make him re-roll?
I would allow that if you want to do that.
might as well try it.
Yeah, you're going to use
Let's-
the fate point?
Let's
So you watch with inside yourself, you just like quench this power that just kind of is floating, orbiting yourself. And I'm going to give that a reroll. Okay, so he has a +9, and this is a neutral roll. I'm going to reroll in front of you guys.
Oh.
it's-
No. What is it?
Oh, damn it.
+9,
What is it?
22.
22.
What a.
So
Damn it.
you're down to 1 fate point. Okay.
Nice try. Nice try.
Nice try. That was actually really cool. Did you want to move? Okay. So after Fia, the crystals begin to whom, 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 and I need everyone to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, fuck me.
Is this versus magic?
Yes.
Okay, I did this at advantage.
But
said- you said-
who's within range of you?
No one.
Oh yeah, because you're clear the fuck over here.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Wisdom saves from everyone?
Aye, aye, Captain.
That's a 19 for Mox.
Okay.
16 for Troxy.
Okay.
Let's put all these at
14
five.
at advantage.
Yeah, dots.
Okay.
5 for English.
Okay. Fia?
15.
Okay. Braden?
That is 14.
Everybody fails.
Oh, yeah.
Flash of genius
Do what?
to me.
To make it a total of
19.
you still fell.
Damn.
DC 20.
He's like, huh?
You guys take a total of hold please.
What can I hold on to besides myself? Each other? This scares me.
Oh, that's all.
You guys take 14 points of force damage as the 4 remaining crystals all and just kind of like erupt your bodies a little bit, and that's it.
You said 1-4.
14. Yes.
5.
Okay. Endless, you're up with Troxy on deck. Oh, actually, before your turn, Radagast, he's not going to start fucking around. He's going to use a legendary action
This
to
bitch.
cast a cantrip at Raiden, right? Because he's right up in his face.
Sure.
He's going to make a spell attack on you.
Sure.
I cast a spell on you. The song.
It's for Hocus Pocus.
Yeah, there we go. Should I like the sequel?
That's going to be a 31 to hit. Shit! So he just points his finger at you. And he just you watch his fingertip just start to glow like red hot, and it just goes right off your face into the next.
Yeah, it goes.
And he just looks at all of you. Okay, now it's Endless's turn with Troxy on deck.
I have a question.
Yep.
While I'm riding Ixome, if I use haste, is she going to get the benefits from it as well?
The movement? No, unfortunately.
Just give it to her then.
If you want to spend a fate point, I'll let you give it to Ixome. If you feel it's worth it.
I think it's great.
That's
Maybe.
Maybe it.
cavalry archery, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. The crystal that is damaged, how far is that?
Which one? They're these, and technically all of them are damaged. This is the most, then this is the most, after that, and then these two are barely touched.
Okay. How far is the most?
20 feet away.
Okay. Tomo's gonna head over there.
Oh,
That was a good.
yeah, that was fantastically creepy.
Instead,
Just
Amos
saying.
is still going to use his ring of haste
Okay.
and just take it for himself. And
You're hasted.
Yes, I'm hasted. And I'm just going to straight attack that. I'm going to use one melee attack from Nameless on Crystal.
Okay. Go for it. Roll for an attack, please.
That would be a 19 plus 8.
That hits. Roll for damage.
Damn it. 5. Angus is going to attack it again.
Hold on.
Mm.
Right as you ride over at Tome, your body like has a natural like waddle with the way that Tome's gait works as a spider, and you use that natural momentum to sort of like swing with an uppercut of your sword, and with the mostly fractured form of this crystal, the second your blade meets contact, it just like explodes like the end of Labyrinth into a million pieces. Oh, excuse me, shattered glass. The crystal is now destroyed. At which point, the influence of this thing producing a -2 little thing to your AC, saves, is now destroyed, and his AC, Radagast's AC goes from 26 to 24.
Ooh. Okay, cool. I like that.
You still have another attack?
Still have a few.
Yes, you have at least two more.
Minigun fire, you know what I'm saying?
Well, so I can Angus can attack again with the bonus action.
And
Use
your
his other attack to use Ectomy, and because of Beast Master
Okay.
Companion, Ectomy can attack twice.
okay. So where are you
Okay.
going?
We're going over to the Crystal where Mox is at.
Sure. How much movement does Atome have? Do you know?
Oh, yeah, you can get there.
Just barely get up to there with Mox.
And Angus is going to swing with his long sword again with all his might. That one's bad.
Tink, tink, tink.
9.
So the sword meets contact with the crystal, but it's not enough to penetrate its sturdy crystalline structure.
Ectoma's gonna attack.
Okay. The 2 attacks.
First one is 12 plus 9, 20, 20,
21.
21.
That just hits. AC is 20 for these crystals.
Okay.
Foxy, you're on deck.
Oh yeah, I'm ready. I thought of a great
Okay, so
idea.
first one does 4 damage. Ectoma's gonna take a second attack. Okay. That would be 20.
That just hits.
That would be a total of. Yeah, I just lost it. Where is it? 4, 5, 6, 7 damage.
7 to this crystal. Okay.
And that is all in this.
The crystal is looking pretty battered. 1 or 2 big hits will probably crush this one. Okay. Troxy, you're up with Zap on deck, but however, before you take your turn, Radagast will use another legendary action to cast another 5th level magic missile, but this time at Troxy.
This bitch.
He
Good automatic.
he looks at you, he looks over to you after he fails to do any damage to Raiden, and he looks at you as you're like scheming what you're about to maybe transform into. He says, "No." And this time, as he points over to you, from each fingertip produces the magic missile. It was 5d4, right, for a 5th level?
7.
7, that's right. Can I borrow 1d4?
Hey Riley, is it okay if the cat has this?
No.
Okay, they were playing with it.
They-
Now they're just sitting here.
Nita loves hair ties. It's her favorite.
You can play with it, won't hurt anything if she's playing with it, but you might not get it back. That's all.
Oh, I got that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She loves hair ties. She'll go put them in the water bowl.
yeah. She really loved it.
Did she get you?
Yes, for like 3 times.
If you throw it, she'll play fetch.
And then one more.
Can I describe how she gets hit?
Yeah. You take 23 points of force damage. What's your dog?
Okay. I can see her like as she sees the magic missiles fire, she just like lets out like a roar right that hits her in the face.
Yeah, right as you right up and down, and you just see like smoke just kind of peering off of the force bludgeoned damage you just took. Now it's your turn with Zap on deck.
How tall are these towers?
The base right here is
Uh-huh.
about 5 feet, and the next inward structure is it's in all from the tip top of the crystal, it's probably about 10 or 12 feet tall.
The crystal's floating though, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna climb up it with my movement.
Okay. Where up?
The one right next to him. Yeah, she's gonna climb up it.
Okay.
As she gets up, I'm gonna use my bonus action to transform into a rocktopus, a large rocktopus.
A rocktopus?
I am a octopus made of rock.
It's a
stone.
legitimate stat block.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. That's cool. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
Describe what a rocktopus looks like.
I don't even need a description. I already understand.
I think like it's a whole bunch of rocks, and like in between it is like these moss that makes like the nervous system and everything, and like
Sure.
plant life.
Sure.
She like transforms into it as her 2 large rock tentacles wrap around the crystal, and she's gonna fucking chuck the crystal at Radagast.
Okay, I'll say this. It will take a massive strength check to do this because, like, though the crystals are floating, they're kind of like
They're tethered.
they're like tethered to the base. So you can make a strength check if you'd like to try to like fucking just just in one go destroy this thing, I'll say the DC will be rather high.
You got a +3 with these, and
Oh,
Rob
then-
+4.
Give it to me. I didn't give it to me, please.
Sure.
I will use a fate point for reroll.
Okay, please, by all means.
Oh my god, our rolls are so bad. No, it's 7.
So you just like make whenever a octopus sound would make, it just sounds like grinding stone. As your rock tentacles begin to sort of like pull, and you see like flashing light from the crystal, like it's like they're disturbing the magic that's going on, but it's not enough to. That's your action, unfortunately.
Damn it. Oh, no, my turn there.
Do you want to move anymore? You still have some movement.
No, I have an idea. I'm gonna. No, you're good. You're good.
Okay, well
I have
that's
another
it
idea.
then. Zach, you're up on deck, but before you go, he'll use his last legendary action, Radaghast will, to let's see here.
I'm gonna use some digital dice. They work for me.
Actually, I'm just going to use another cantrip.
Oh,
He'll look over to Mox as he sees him trying to mess with one of the pillars, and will make a firebolt attack on you. That's going to be a 22 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. For a total hold please.
Give it one more chance.
8, 10, 13 points of fire damage.
Mm.
And now it's Zafriel's turn.
Okay. Zafriel in his rage. You see like his hulking form still standing up there, assessing the situation. He goes to use a channel divinity and use a peerless athlete.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
You see all of his muscles that were bulging before are now much more fine-tuned.
Super Saiyan 1, everybody.
Hell yeah.
He's gonna sprint over here and like let loose his Holy Avenger into the crystal.
Oh shit, okay. Go for it.
That's a 20.
That hits just exactly.
Okay. Just make sure I'm rolling damage correctly. And this is the first attack done on my turn, so it's going to take an additional d6 necrotic damage.
Okay. It's taking the prog damage?
Mhm.
Okay. He resists.
Okay. The necrotic damage is 5.
Okay.
Um.
Oh wait, no, this is the crystal. Sorry, I got mixed up.
Oh. Okay. So he is going to take. I mean, the crystal is going to take.
That's why I got confused. You're saying he, I'm like, oh yeah, Radagast.
22 damage to the crystal.
Oh, man.
Right as you meet contact, it explodes with lightning and thunderous energy. So this crystal is now depleted, and now the saves are only going to be within these two, and his AC goes from 24 to 22.
Okay, hold on. Sorry.
Basically, seems like it'll be 18 when we get him home. And then he just like 25, 30, 32.
Okay, so reckless attack only works on the first one. That's okay. Zafriel is going to sprint right here to get both of these two within my aura. That's all of my movement, and I'm gonna relinquish one more slash onto Radagast.
Okay.
Is he undead?
Yes.
If this lands, he's taking a freaking ass load of damage.
Hell yeah. That's a lot.
Okay.
The sunshine will shine where it doesn't shine.
Hold on. You are. Do you have? Okay, never mind. Go for it. What do you roll? I was about to say, can you position yourself for flanking bonus?
Oh no.
Well, not without keeping them out of my
Oh, okay.
radius. I'm going to use a fate point. I
Okay.
rolled a net one.
Oh,
Yeah. I was like, oh.
A nat 20.
well,
Are you serious? Yeah.
he did. Oh,
Bring the wrath.
you're about to hurt real bad.
Bring the wrath of the standing bear on him.
Smite.
As I-
Smite, 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 smite,
As I
smite.
sprint down and like do a quick jab into the crystal, I don't even look, knowing that it's been destroyed, and I sprint back over and just do one like spinning slash. And
Oh, and you just see a trail of light coming from his fucking
Is it lightning or light?
oh, it's lightning.
What?
Oh, is it like a kind of like a Chidori coming? from the weapon?
Sure.
Yes.
Story slice. Dude.
Yeah, with the lightning trail. Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'm going to add 4 first level spell
shit.
slots and 3 second level spell slots into my smite.
Well, I thought you just use a spell slot. Isn't that how it works?
Let me double check.
I think so.
I hope not.
Like the level of spell you cast it at
You
is.
spin the spell, yeah. I think
Yeah.
So.
Let me just double check this. Sorry.
You're fine.
You're good.
Because like smite isn't necessarily a spell, but you cast it like as if it were a spell.
Yeah.
Dude, I wonder what kind of damage this is going to do to Radagast's body when he gets hit by it.
I can't believe you just rolled a nat.
After
After
now
a
one.
nat one.
I know,
After a
dude.
nat one. That's the first time you've done that either tonight.
Cord shines upon this man.
That's right, dude.
Okay, well then in that case, I'm going to put a 3rd level smite into this motherfucker.
Oh, shit.
Um,
This is going to hurt so bad.
How many is this with that?
he is gonna take
Three.
he's going to take
It's whatever the smite damage is, weapon damage.
he's going to take 6d8 because he's undead as well.
Wow, so 68 times 2. Plus your modifiers.
That's not including the weapon damage.
Oh.
Yeah. It was just on top of
Can
it.
I borrow some?
Yes.
I'm just gonna write on the map here.
What do you need?
Do you need a dice?
I need to write down how much dice I actually need to roll.
I can give you a scratch piece of paper. Do you want?
Yeah, that works.
Basically, he'll feel the lightning part first,
Thank you.
and then the blade.
So, firstly, sorry guys, I was not expecting to roll a crit.
Dude, you're totally okay. Don't ever apologize for rolling a crit.
Yeah.
That's like,
I'm
yeah.
the one who's sorry.
D10.
How
Until he uses a legendary reaction to cast full counter.
Oh, you imagine and you just see Daffril just get like near death, and, like in a wall crater.
No, it's like a Eisen.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Oh, that
Eisen
would be
badass.
worse.
And then
Literally grabs it with 2 fingers and just.
and then Daffril. Yeah.
The-
that'd
oh,
be great.
You're going less dark than I thought. It's where he switches places with someone else. We find out it's like fucking Iktomi or something like that that's
Oh.
there instead, and all the damage was dumped on them.
That would be actually
That
better.
would probably kill anybody outside.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm just gonna use the dice roller because fuck that.
Yeah.
Here's your dice bag.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So he's gonna take 2d10 times 2.
Oh boy. Right.
And then
Hey,
8d8 times.
Radagast is about to get fucked so fucking hard.
Yeah, dude. Even give them a second to prepare.
He's that white girl on the couch with all the black guys, but they're all Zafriels.
Oh my god.
They're all Zafriels,
Face.
and they're gonna get their piece.
As I turn around and do a backward slash as lightning trails me following, he's going to take 94 points of damage.
Shit!
Oh,
Please describe your crit, please.
Oh my god!
94?
Holy fuck!
Knowing that I broke the crystal right before, this would be my chance to attack. And as I spin and slash, as the spearhead is right about to get under his chin, I poke it up so it goes into his jaw.
He's just like being electrocuted. Dude, wow. I'll give you a little golf clap for that. That was good.
Explosion of lightning.
Holy shit.
So
Okay.
which one's dead?
Oh, let me mark.
These two.
Okay, that's
I just imagine behind Radagast, all his clothes are blown the fuck off.
You know
Oh, yeah.
what I picture is like with Naruto when he's doing the Chidori and like the background is all black, but Sasuke's like all like brightly lit in, and
Right.
it's him with the axe.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll say like more than half of his robe has been just destroyed and tattered. It's still with with itself enough to like be on his body, but like you can see an exposed, beautiful pec and like 6-pack of abs. Like this, he came back in his prime form.
But
I was
now-
expecting like old ass wrinkle.
Right, you'd think that.
Well, but now there's a big ass slash, right?
Oh yeah, duh, yeah, it's like this gash. Except he does bleed, but it's this black ooze, and he
Yeah,
kind of has like Kakuzu sort of like insides where it's just like tendrils of flesh that like
Oh,
are like kind of like keeping his body held together.
squirmy.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's
What?
As he
That's what she looks
That's
like.
not what
the
I
squid apparently looks like that.
sure.
That's a
Can-
big
can I
ass
do
rock
mine right
helmet.
That.
Yeah, you should do yours. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's a
let's,
little.
yeah,
appealing.
let's do mine.
So on Radagast's turn, he just looks out. I'm not even going to be losing to the likes of any of you. And I need everybody within 20 feet of Radagast.
Does this also regards above?
Oh, these two are out.
So just these. So who's that?
That's Trotsy, Raiden, and
That's
Zephyr.
so. I'm gonna say that. So Troxy, Raiden, and Zafriel need to make.
I'm like 12 feet above him though. Is it also go in the air?
Yeah, I mean it's like an area.
Oh, okay.
All
right, this is your last chance.
I need you three to roll Constitution saving throws.
Advantage.
Yeah. So as soon as he recoils and pulls the halberd out of his jaw, Zephyr starts spinning his halberd, and all three of us have advantage.
Okay.
Advantage.
This pillar is also giving you guys -2 to your roll.
Okay.
So whatever you end up getting, -2 from it.
What save is it again?
Con.
So 10. So 12.
Don't you have a +1 con saves right now? Or is that only me?
That's on you.
Oh,
That's a 30.
Damn.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
a 15 with the -2.
I got a 12.
Okay. Roll 15d6 for me.
Oh my god.
15d6?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the
How dare you?
to us?
Yes.
Oh god.
There's a lot of sixes.
What?
There's a lot of sixes in there. 55 damage.
So who rolled above 20? You. How much was the total?
55.
Wait, what did you roll?
A 12.
Oh wait, no, I already used my reaction.
Well, say you take 26 points of damage of necrotic damage,
Oh, okay.
and you two receive 54 points of necrotic damage.
That took me out of my giant octopus form.
Okay.
But
We'll say that you get knocked out of it, but enough of you is able to sort of like, and you hold on to the crystal.
that's fine.
Can
Yeah,
I help me?
Or do you can come down, it's up to you.
I'll fall towards him.
Okay.
I'll fall towards him.
Okay. That's the end. Let's see here. Radagast is going to use his bonus action to Misty Step
You bitch.
over to.
I'd like to use my reaction to use Wrath of the Storm as he hits me.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
He
Yep.
had death save.
Okay. Gets advantage because of That's going to be. Let's say 14.
Okay, that fails, so he's gonna take 6 points of thunder damage or lightning damage.
Okay.
What's the spell safety
16.
for the damage of the
Oh.
spell?
20.
That's the con save for my spell.
Oh. So, okay. So, you are. It's the amount. Your spell save DC is 26.
Okay.
Con save, rather.
Okay. And I get advantage because of that, or is that just for the spell save? And not
It's for
concentration?
spell and spell effects.
So concentration, I don't think would apply.
That's 24.
Man.
Yeah,
Good.
but I'm gonna use one of my charges to. Oh, I got a 16 to con save. I'm gonna use one of my charges of my robes to just succeed it automatically.
Sure. Okay. You maintain concentration on what is it?
Enhance ability on
Enhance ability.
3.
Yes. Okay then. Moving on to Raiden's turn. Before you take his turn, he will use a legendary action to.
When does it get more legendary after?
They refresh on his turn.
He's done 3.
So he gets it every turn.
He gets a lot.
Three legendary
Three,
actions
yeah.
around.
Well, fuck you too.
Okay, so he's going to make a he'll use firebolt on Endless.
Oh,
That's going to be a 26 to hit.
Oh. Yeah,
fried spider, anybody?
Is he attacking English or
Yes, you.
You.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Fried spider lover.
You take 24 points of fire damage.
Ooh.
Raiden, your turn with Mox on deck.
Ooh. So there's only the 2 crystals left, right?
Yeah.
The one's on this side. Okay. So he's going to go for the one right behind him since it's not been touched too much. And without even like skipping a beat, he's looking straight at him, just goes and casts lightning bolt right over his shoulder at the crystal.
Sure.
Nice.
So just go ahead and roll damage.
Let me see how much it is, because I'm gonna cast it at 3rd level because I have no
8d6, I believe.
Where are the
Yep, 8d6.
In this thing right here.
2, 3, 9, 10, 12, 17,
Nice.
18. Was that 8 rolls?
I think so.
18 damage.
18
Lightning damage.
to that. Okay, so that's me. As you out on your fingertips, just and the lightning bolt sends a chunk of the crystal off. With the amount of damage it sustained, a hefty hit, maybe 2 might take it down after that.
And then Poddington's gonna use magic missile, sending 2 to the remaining crystals. 2 to one and 2 to the other.
Okay, go ahead and roll for damage.
Yeah. That's 3.
Yeah.
4 to the one right behind me I just hit.
Okay.
And then 2 to the other one.
Dude, digital dice.
Yeah, that one's kind of
It
sucks.
does like one
I don't
every
think I'm
time.
rolling it in my hands too well though. It's kind of like sitting there.
Mm,
Gotta get used to rolling.
That's funny because you have beef with digital dice too. I think being unlucky is unlucky. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, it is going tonight.
Okay, so the state of this pillar is probably 1 chunky hit or 2 hits.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? This one is just barely getting touched. It's mostly pristine.
Bonus action to Guardian Shield.
Okay.
13 temp hit points regained.
Okay. Raiden, you're up with Fia on deck.
That was my turn.
You mean Mox?
Yeah, Mox.
What did I say?
He said Raiden.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Mox, you're up. Fia on deck.
Was the pillar that's right in front of me the one that still needed potentially 2 hits?
No,
No,
it,
that was
it's destroyed.
Okay. I'm gonna use. Sorry, what?
So
I don't know if it's up or not, is it?
So there's the
It's-
2 crystals here.
Yeah, so
I can't see anything right now, so
hold on. I'll describe it to you. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. You're within 30 feet of a crystal that's pretty, worse for wear.
You could just lift up my phone. My camera's on.
And then
I did.
you're probably like 50 feet. Well, it's 5, 10. 35 feet away from the last one that's not taking much damage.
Can
Wait.
you see through Tucker's?
did someone else come up to the one that I was at to destroy it? Then sorry.
Yeah, exactly. I did.
That one's now destroyed.
Oh, I thought Zafriel went to the one over on the other side. Okay.
Is that better?
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one's been destroyed. This one is 30 feet away. This one's 35 feet away. This is the one that hasn't taken much damage. This one will probably be, hit within the next hit or two.
Okay. Which is Radagast closest to that one?
Yes. No, Radaghast is actually right here next to you, like within 10 feet of you.
Okay. Position me to make an attack on Radagast, then it'll do 2 attacks on him.
Okay, go for it. Roll for attacks, please.
That one doesn't hit. So 12 and then a nat 1, so neither hit.
Right as you go with your trident, he seems to just take his 2 fingers and just slowly maneuver your trident away as if it's child's play.
We'll
Is that it for
use
you?
another amplified blood curse on him. This one will go with the curse of bloated agony.
Okay.
So for the next minute, unless he passes a con save at the end of his turn, he has disadvantage on strength and dex checks, and he will take 1d8 necrotic damage if he makes more than 1 attack on his turn.
Oh wow. Okay.
Good shit.
Cool. All right.
And
Fia, before you Oh, sorry.
I take 8 necrotic damage.
Okay. You still have quite a bit of movement left. Do you want to stay up on Radagast?
Yeah, because to be honest, I think by the time I could take out one of the pillars, someone else, or before it got around to my turn, someone else will have the other ones out. So not really a point in
Gotcha.
moving.
Okay. Before you take your turn, Fia, then, Radagast will take another legendary action to cast another cantrip of Firebolt.
He's going to take it to 8.
Okay, that's fine. He'll cast it
Hell yeah.
on Endless again. Just keep shooting them up.
Unless you remind me of Yamcha.
I'm squishy. That's going to be 20 something to hit. It's 29.
Angus in a crater like Yamcha. Just I did. Ouch.
Squishy.
My body.
I'm really squishy. You take 19 points of fire damage. What's everyone sitting at?
You're very squishy.
19?
Yeah, I just updated it.
54.
Mox
Before, what are you
is
at?
setting at 138.
Okay, Via?
Went down.
She's in her prime spot right now. She hasn't been
Agree.
bothered.
That's my game plan always.
Okay, then. After that, Via, you're up with the layer action on deck.
I'm gonna die.
Okay.
Probably.
I'm gonna cast
Uh,
fire.
Only you can survive on more of those. He was like Frieza. Jim.
Oh, you didn't think.
There's other people.
Um,
The second one was personal.
Oh my god.
on this one,
I get spreading it out, but you're applying it just to me. He's like rolling on his back while he's like fencing about it.
Oh no! What kind of roll is that?
Oh my god.
Alright, so not bad, I guess.
18, 21.
Which crystal are you firing at? Okay, that crystal goes from looking rather untouched to holding it barely together. That one is hitting at a gnarly hit, and that one will also be destroyed. Both of these crystals are sitting in a pretty similar state of brokenness. If you want to use a bonus action or your movement.
Cast something. Healing.
Something healing.
On necklace. I'm just trying to decide what to do.
I was hoping to throw the crystal at him
Yeah.
and then fall on him.
Yeah.
So it was gonna be like a double whammy comet special. And then wrap around him.
Should still have one more wild shape usage.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna do.
We had a long rest.
Oh shit.
To heal.
You get 2 a day, right?
Thank you.
What level do you cast that spell at?
No, I was a gorilla earlier, remember?
I mean, he said that wouldn't expend anything.
Right as you cast Scorching Ray, Radaghast says, "No here," and will use his reaction to cast counter spell.
He should have said not in my house.
You counter spell his counter spell?
No, I was just you would.
Well, so his counter spell disrupts your spell from being casted.
But if you have it, you can use your reaction to stop it.
I don't think I do. Yeah, I don't know.
So right as the healing flames begin to reach your body, they disperse.
It's like when someone goes for a slam dunk and someone just slaps out of their hand.
My next talking about is gonna say that, but
Oh.
you killed my character.
It's stupid. It shooting the light at you. I knew it.
Do I still spend the sorcery point even though you're bland?
Yes. That's poopy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did you want to move?
No.
After Fia, we got the lair. So I need. I need. Who is this again? Troxy, Raiden, and Zafriel to make Constitution saving throws.
Advantage.
Got advantage. Double advantage.
Oh, much better. 19.
Is it still the -2?
Yes.
17.
Nat 20.
Oh,
Okay.
36.
salty.
Or 34 with the -2.
You have to humble yourself, right?
You said
You
it's
have to humble
con?
yourself, right?
Yes, so.
It's
Stay humble.
What?
stupid.
Okay, so I got 20.
20 just barely passes. Troxy? 17? Okay. So you Raiden and Zafriel will take
What was it?
17.
Flash of Genius.
My guy.
okay, so instead all three of you will only take 12 points of necrotic damage.
I'm trying to keep everybody up.
Survive.
Okay, Endless, you're up with Trotsy on deck.
Run.
Yeah, Anglos is kind of like, God, guys, it's not looking super good for me. I'm gonna head over here to this other crystal. You got it right, Mox. And we're gonna navigate.
The spider. Spider.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And Anglos is gonna use his action to cast Cure Wounds on himself.
On his poor back.
Sure.
Third level.
Okay,
Radagast.
so that's 3d8.
Yeah, that's 3D. I'm just gonna roll off of being gone. That was a bad idea. This is gonna take forever. This promo is so damn slow.
I can see Radagast.
You see these three little hot spots of smoke coming from him.
That's 18 points of healing for me.
Nice.
And Ectome is gonna attack that crystal.
Okay.
That would be a 19.
19.
Yes.
As her mandibles try to pierce through the hard exterior of the crystal, it's not quite enough to do any significant amount of damage.
20.
That just hits.
Good
Roll for damage.
shit. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fuck him up. I'm gonna fuck him up. Gosh.
6 points of piercing damage.
6.
Yes.
Oh shit. Okay. This thing is teetering. It's teetering. One more hit and it'll go down.
This is that little.
Can I use my attack because of haste?
Yes, of
Yes,
course.
Attacking it.
Ooh, yeah, that's right.
Ring a ding ding, bitch.
What's the thingy? Damn it! No, that would be 19.
Damn.
You can spend a fate point if you want.
Yeah, sure. We'll spend a fate point.
Yeah.
Is that just a reroll?
Yeah, a reroll.
No.
Oh no!
Oh.
Right as you bring your sword out, it cleans off, and you see sparks made from the crystal. The pressure of the situation is starting to get to you. Trotsy, right before you take your turn, he'll use the 2 legendary actions he has left to instead cast a spell.
Oh no.
Zafriel, he looks over to you. You're making this more difficult! And he points out his finger as a sickly beam gets shot across the field. I need you, for me, real quick, to... As he casts the spell, Finger of Death.
Oh god.
Oh.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Advantage.
Plus, with the -2. Because of the pillar.
Make me nervous, man. Oh. Yeah, faded for
One
one.
die.
Oh,
That's still not good enough.
That's jail.
That's 13.
so I still bad. 100% forever.
Um,
Man, watch this be like a freeze of death beam. Just like Trunks with Cell. Oh, that'd be horrifying.
hold please.
Hold it.
I'm gonna get this hand. I'm gonna get these hands.
Oh no. Oh no.
I don't like that.
I don't like the face.
At all.
So you are going to take, right as you look across the battlefield, you feel like the life just like cough out of your body, and you take 64 points of necrotic damage.
I'm gonna use a
Oh,
fate point to reroll. It's my last fate.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
I'll
that
allow
would've-
it. I'll allow it.
That would have downed him.
16. Does it make it?
It deals 64 points of damage.
Oh.
The DC is 20.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, I go down.
that's over damage too.
No, it's not. Well, yes, it's.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it doesn't kill me because
But yeah, no, kill you.
Zafriel?
He's dead.
Finger of Death kills you.
What's your last words?
Oh,
Oh, you die.
oh,
Hold up.
there's nothing we can do.
As I
No,
use
I
my
mean,
my fate point to look at.
Can I give Zafriel a fame point?
to reroll?
Yes. It'll be my last
Yeah,
one.
I'll allow it. I said that was a rule at the beginning.
It'll be my last
don't you
one.
fucking die on us, man.
That's not it. It's 18.
Oh.
As I use my fate point, and I look at him casting Finger of Death, Radagast. Endless, you got this. I'm gonna toss my Holy Avenger.
Endless instantly reaches up and grabs it with one hand.
And right
Nothing
as,
belongs
right as you see that, you just see
Like, I know I used my fate point to re-roll, but it didn't matter anyway. 'Cause it requires attunement to use.
the passing of the torch is fine with me.
Okay.
And
Come on, final words.
what are your final words right as you go down? Shit, dude.
Bring glory to this world, bearers. And I go down.
On your next turn, you rise as a zombie to fight the party.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Wait. Mox was to use his reaction before that.
Okay, what's
What,
your
to do what?
To do what?
Blood Curse of the Fallen Puppet.
What does that do?
I allow you to make a melee attack on Radagast.
I'm very far away.
He's not close enough to him.
How close is he?
I'm 1, 2, 3,
Like
4.
one last strike.
I am 25 feet away.
What's your movement speed?
My movement speed is 50.
So you're within range. I'm going to use an amplified Blood Curse, which allows you to move up to half your speed, and you get a +4 on the attack roll.
He's giving you one more hit before you die. This is your final
Last
moment.
bit of will.
This is your final fucking moment.
So you see all the blood that's kind of been spilled throughout the battle kind of like be absorbed into Mox as he kind of like reaches out tendrils towards Zafriel. Not really proud of the fact that he's having to use this as Zafriel goes down, but giving Zafriel this one last attempt. So only like partially controlling Zafriel and allowing him to make the strike.
It's a 20.
The
I give my fate point if he needs it higher.
20 would miss. His AC is 22 right now.
Fate point.
That's even lower. 17.
Damn it.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's a sad moment.
It feels poetic though.
You watch as Zafriel's form as he starts to expire, gets up, and it's like through Mox's blood magic.
Wait.
he's
Was that with your
slowly
+4?
Wait, what was the first
Four.
one? +4. What was the first one?
20.
Yeah, so yeah, okay, that would hit.
Oh my.
Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, you hit.
Even still,
Take back your
You're
fate point as
trying.
well. Yeah, because you had a +4 to attack on top of your normal.
So you keep your finger.
He takes 20 points of slashing damage and 1 point of necrotic.
Describe this final moment, man. This final hit.
Zafriel, seeing the spell come, knowing he can't do anything, he he just says loudly, "Bring this world glory." And he'll take the hit of the spell as Mox pulls his body, as he just drags limply to get one more slash in, right as his body's going to fall. He just shouts out the Endless and tosses his Holy Avenger.
That's pretty cool.
And goes down.
So, sorry, I'm a little emotional.
I him too.
Hey, so at the start of Endless's turn, as you're throwing the sorry, as you were throwing the Holy Avenger, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
It's a +3 weapon. With a reach of 10 feet. Here.
The one all crafted for him.
New leader of the bear.
Yeah, I want to. You want?
Yeah. It's up to English to lead us.
Hey,
This is the stat block for it.
Marissa, Riley's trying to bring out the stuff if you want to do a thing about the camera.
Do we want to take like a quick 5 minute?
Yeah,
let's
take
take
a
a
breather. This is hard.
Is that for a second? We'll
And
be
we
right
just
back.
all right.
Thank you so much.
Okay, if you wouldn't mind, DJ.
Oh, this playlist. Yeah, this is great. Play at the very beginning, I think.
Oh, this one?
Yeah. You know which one. I found out that this is my favorite playlist to play Warhammer.
Puppy.
No, not that one. The
This one? We
Yeah.
already went through all of it.
oh, did we? Okay,
Yeah,
never mind.
this one's been pretty nice.
Here's one over there.
So,
Puppy.
Come here.
whatever. I guess erupting Earth would affect him because the Earth is like churning and floating.
What does the spell say?
Here's a point you see on the ground within range. A fountain of churned earth and stone erupts in a 20-foot cone. So yeah, it would. It erupts out.
Well, I mean, is it a 20-foot cone that sprouts
A
out,
20-foot
or does it shoot? Like, does it sprout up or shoot out?
Let me see. It's a cube. It's 20 feet up.
Sure.
It's 20 feet in the whole cube.
Sure.
Cool.
Okay, what's the save?
It's going to be a deck 16, but how I'm going to do it, I'm going to use my bonus while I'm in the air from when I was dropping. I'm going to use my Misty Step to appear above him as I'm going to bring my Woods Bane down upon his head.
Well, I think casting the spell, so you can either cast a spell or make an attack with your hammer.
Well, I have a
didn't you-
charge in my hammer.
Oh, you're casting a spell with. Oh, that's right.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm stupid.
It's okay. I'm going to hit him with it, and then when I hit the earth, it's going to erupt.
Sure.
How do you want this centered?
I was thinking basically where he's at like the line.
So she's right here.
Yes, I'm Misty Stepped in the air because I'm dropping down, so I Misty Stepped in the air, and I'm bringing it down. Yeah, just like that. Yes. He's about to feel the fucking wrath of the standing bear, baby.
So he doesn't have good deck saves, and he rolled a 12 total, but he's going to use his first legendary resistance to automatically pass a spell.
Dumb bitch.
So you still roll damage, but he'll take half.
Yeah.
He has 3 of those. He just used 1. He gets 2 more.
17 doesn't hit, right?
His AC is currently 22. Doesn't hit.
Damn it. I'll use my fate point, the last one.
Your erupting earth should still do damage, right?
I mean,
I guess I'm trying to hit him too, though.
For full.
Yeah.
no, what's the spell damage?
Spell damage is going to be it's going to be 60, 12.
With every hit and every moment you made, you can feel the ancestors that have come before you in similar moments of panic, and you feel not just your friends, but all your lifetimes behind you.
And as she does that, as she comes in the air, and even though it misses, she lets out the most heartbreaking and angriest scream she can as she slams her hammer to the ground, and green energy cracks to the ground, and it just fucking explodes.
Fuck yeah. How much damage?
So in total, it was 41. So he'll take 20.
Okay. 20. Oof. Wow. Holy shit.
And all four of her eyes are glowing green as the bare heads have green flames coming out of them on her hammer.
Right as the debris gets shot up into his space, he's like, no more! I say no more! As the debris and the earth and the flame sort of goes down, you can see like a lot of his flesh now has either been burnt, or bruised, or completely torn off. You can see like parts of his hair, of his beard, and his long black hair have now been singed, and his robes that were remaining are now to a crisp, and he's only wearing his like under wrappings, if you will, which is like this dark gray linen that's just essentially covering his private parts. And he says, he is looking bloodied.
And as she just looks at him with her glowing four eyes, she goes, "In his name you will fall." I am my turn.
Okay. It would be Zafriel's turn, but hold on. Right before. Oh no, he already used his. Never mind. Zaf, as a zombie, you no longer have your fucking why did I never remember the name?
The weapon.
The weapon. What's it called?
Holy Avenger.
Holy Avenger. But I don't know if you have any other weapons on you. But like, act as Zafriel, but now you're a zombie.
I pull out my long sword. With a deathless look, with that stereotypical Zafriel stoicness still stuck on his face. He looks over to Tropsy.
We're going to say you're still raging.
Okay.
And we'll make this a reckless attack.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, that is a rage is +2 to hit or 2 to damage.
Plus
Two
2
to
to damage.
Okay, so that is a 17 to hit.
She has a 21.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that she blocks it with Woodsbane and basically parries it to bounce off.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then a 25.
That hits.
25 hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Okay. And he wields two hands as always.
As always.
Do you have any smites? How many can you smite this?
Mm-hmm.
We'll put a level 1 smite into it.
Not trying to add flame to the fire, but Zafriel has an ability. If I use a smite, I can give an ally temporary HP.
We'll hold off on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mean.
You take 25 points.
Oh my god. So
You get 15 points of holy damage and 10 points of slashing.
I'm at she is like has blood coming out of her mouth.
You just see Radaghast look over. You will die.
It's like that, yeah.
Try to
Can
tell it
Via say something?
in this moment. Go for it.
See, move away so I can attack them.
Right as she yells that out, Raiden, we come to you with Mox on deck.
Oh, did-
It's her turn.
Oh
No, I
Yeah,
used everything.
No,
No
that's
good.
okay. I'll allow it. Doesn't fucking
Oh, Radagast move.
Radagast is now right here.
How far is that from me?
What do you count that?
And he still has 2 crits.
It's at least 30 feet.
It's about 30 feet, but it might have to be 35 with the amount of blocks.
We'll say you have enough movement to get up
Okay.
within range.
Yeah, I got 30 feet, so I'll move up to him.
Okay.
And is Zafro next to me?
Yeah,
Yep,
you're
yeah.
right next to him.
Which one's yours, Zafriel?
The dice.
Where? Oh, the dice. Okay.
He's gonna go for 2 attacks against Radagast.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Poddington's gonna do. Is there only one crystal red left?
There's two, but they're both looking rough.
He'll like bloody rough or just rough?
No. They're both like one good hit and they're down. I'll say that actually, this one is really close. Like you can blow on it, and this one needs a good hit.
Okay. He's gonna do magic missile. Let's see. I think it's just it's just level 2. So that's 4. Trying to think. I'm gonna put them all on one crystal
Which
because it's
one?
got to be a decent hit. I
Which
think
one?
it's the one I just came from.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's hope you roll out. You have to roll at least 6.
3, 4. So that's 6
No, that's
Seven.
or 7.
yeah.
So the first 2 missiles destroyed this crystal right here. Oh, sorry, this one right here. And you watch as Radaghast goes, and he just clumps over and grabs at his heart. And then you just see it now. He's like sweating, and his hair has become extremely greasy. The wrinkles in his perfect form, which didn't exist now, come to his face. His AC goes down from 22 to 20.
You have one more missile.
As the 2 more missiles
2 more, yeah.
like turn back.
Yeah, they're
and
just like,
for the other crystal. Yeah, like heat seeking missiles. They fly through the smoke of the crystal and then turn right back around.
Okay, roll 2d4.
4.
Instantly,
6.
the next crystal. And you just watch as Radagast like as he rips up to the he floats up like maybe a foot more. He just goes, and you watch as the storm above you all kind of immediately gets like disrupted, and there's like this wave of like gravitational energy that sort of disperses some of the storm clouds. It's still raining, but like whatever just happened has some sort of effect on the rift that's been created between this plane and the plane he came from.
You still have that last missile of 2.
You have
damage.
one more missile to expend.
And it's gonna go to Radagast.
Does it go through the smoke as well and just bounces back?
Yeah, it just keeps
Yeah,
going.
it's like, well, shit. I guess I'm gonna hit this one.
Yeah.
4 damage.
Okay.
Where you hit him.
It goes for the eye.
Right, the remaining eye of Hermione gets blown off as like a portion of the skull and cheekbone and like whatever this thing is called, bone, just sort of like blown off, and the parts of like the eyeball are now like definitely exposed as he looks over to you. Not like this. Whew. Okay, so you still have your action, Raiden.
Rolling my dice. I'm gonna use a booming blade on him.
Of course. Why wouldn't you? It's Raiden. Thorn Cube in the house. His
see.
AC went from 20 to 18 now. His AC is 18.
That is exactly 18.
That
I got a
fucking
plus
sense.
13.
So like I like to say this, like your hit would have missed, but because of the Poddington's magic missile, like right as it destroys the crystal is when you're like making contact with your weapon.
And he's actually he runs up and then just jumps and go
Oh, I can't,
right here.
Right, no, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Just a concussion.
Are you doing like a Superman punch where you jump and like
Yeah,
slam?
he's jumping, going
Yeah,
Sure,
Superman punch.
like a power just.
Sure, let's see it. So
Uh,
is that a spell attack or is that a melee attack? I'm trying to
it's
remember.
both.
Okay.
So let's see. That's 3d8 total.
You still need to roll the hit, right?
That was my hit.
Oh,
Yeah,
all right. Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, duh.
6,
Box, you're on deck.
2.
Wait, did Red Ass go?
That's 12.
Well, I thought Zafriel went. It went Zafriel and then
Oh, and he did. Take his turn.
12 damage. He has disadvantage on attacks against anybody but me. And if he moves, he'll take, I think, 48 thunder damage.
Hold on, let me do some math.
get fucked.
Yeah.
Right as you make contact with you just watch his form just kind of like. And you just see like under his wrapping, like his like linens, you can see his skin sort of like looking like almost kind of like reminiscent of Oogie Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas. And you
Yeah.
can see like tendrily like bugs crawling underneath the skin, and his form is starting like the host body is starting to reject him, and it's awful. You can see like parts of like fingers starting to come out of the wounds that are exposed, like as opposed to black sludge or blood. You just see just like random bits of bones and body parts just like kind of falling out of him. He didn't end up taking his turn because I was so enamored. With Radagast on the brink of death, he is feeling extremely pasty.
Do it. Okay. I'm just encouraging.
You're holding your counter spell in your hand.
No, I don't have counts.
Oh,
I wish I did.
don't hold back any punches.
Man, just
Hit
do
me
what you
with
gotta
it.
do.
Darn,
We're here for the smoke.
Radagast is terrified. Last ditch effort.
Raiden's just standing over him.
Get fucked.
He says, "No, no! I'll destroy all of you, each and every one of you!" And he points out his finger. He uses his last 7 spell slot to cast Finger of Death onto Troxy.
Pass your save or die.
You need to make a Constitution saving throw of 20.
You don't have a minus anymore.
Where's my D20?
Is it? Wait, what was the save?
Constitution saving throw of 20.
You have advantage of that. Because you have enhanced ability. I hate when
That's
it's
cocked.
cornered.
That's cocked.
Kafka.
3, one more.
That's at 6.
Nat.
Can I describe it?
Please.
As the beam shots towards her, and she's sitting there bleeding and huffing, all 4 eyes glow as and they almost make a wall of like the of all my past lives that put their hands out in front of me
Catch the beam.
that catch the
It
beam.
like lessens the speed of it as it like hits your form.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yes.
Still
Okay.
half
And it's
damage.
all my past lives.
Okay.
It's still half damage though.
It's still half damage. Give me 1 second.
It still can be a lot of damage.
You still might go down, but you
Yeah.
won't die.
Yeah, you won't die though.
Well, if it downs you, it turns you into a zombie like
It is
that.
what it is. You ready?
I'm gonna have to start saving my spell slots for Revivify. Oh wait, I don't have a diamond for you.
I'll allow a fate point for the
I don't have any. I used to.
has to come from someone else.
Yeah, I was going to say Mox has kind of been stingy
needs
on his
to.
fate point, so I still have both of mine.
Don, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, so it's only Fia and Dawn that have fate points. And you have 1 Fia, right?
Do your worst, DM.
We have 3 left.
Okay, so that's going to be. Let's. You take 62 points of necrotic damage.
Half?
That kills me.
That was half?
Oh, it's halved? Oh, because you passed.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay, so halved. Halved.
You still are down.
Hold on, 62 divided by 2, 31.
Still down. That's
Yeah.
20.
Can you kind of describe to me?
You have 20?
Yes. Can you kind of describe, like, can you just kind of, so if I can describe this, what does the beam look like?
It's like a sickly dark gray color that has like black particle effects.
So wait, okay, I think I know what it is. Okay.
And Mox is going to use Curse of the Blood Fallen Puppet again. So if you want to describe the follow on as well.
Yeah. As all her past lives are holding their hands out, creating this barrier, as they're all behind her, with their arms reaching past her shoulders, and she's just huffing, holding Wood's Bane. She's watching it crack and watching them struggle as they slowly disappear. She goes,
Like each one just like
Yeah.
kind of disappears as it's like going through like each of your past lives.
she looks at Raiden and goes, "Do good." And right as it shatters, it hits her as it covers her in a green aura, and she just gasps. And her body is just soaking with a sickly green aura as she just collapses into a ball.
You get to take an attack with being a puppet now.
And as she goes into a ball, she just kind of springs up and swings Woodbane one last time.
Oh, all right. Go ahead and make an attack.
16.
That hits because you got the +4 on it.
She,
18 is his AC.
So it's
That's
20
a
total.
30. Or
as her body just struggles and the light dims out in her emerald eye, she swings one last time as the green flames puff out on impact. She does 14 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Oh! I don't know how I want to do it. As she swings the hammer, she's gonna hit it right where Zafril hit it. And she's gonna swing it with such force that it goes inside of his body. And she lets out just one little bit of druidic energy left in her body. As a frag grenade explosion of wooden spikes shoot out through his body, as he now looks like a pincushion of wooden spikes.
Right as this piercing green wooden spikes just come through his corpse, Troxy, the last bit of life you know, at least in this lifetime, dims quieter and quieter as you drop onto the floor. Dead.
Right next to Zafriel.
Right as that happens, you see Radagast begin to like undulate and he's just screaming in agony as he kind of floats up more and more and more, gets up like 5 or 6 feet up off of the ground. And you can watch as where now the storm has mostly subsided, the rift is more apparent than it's ever been. And you can see like twisted, distorted shapes from the other side of it in the sky. It's miles high in the atmosphere. As it begins to sort of you see Radagast just no. He begins to sort of like you have like you know at the end of Shrek where like where he's transforming, just beams of light start coming out of the body. It's similar to this. You see beams of light just pierce out of himself as he's looking at his fingertips. As he yells and screams at the top of his lungs at the remaining fellowship, as he just is destroyed into a million different pieces of light particle effects. At which point, Troxy and Zafril, you can see Troxy's form begin to like stand up in a menacing sort of like way, getting ready to fight the rest of the party. But her movement is stopped and slumps back on the ground, and you see Zafriel collapse right near her as lifeless corpses. What do you guys want to do?
Revivify. On these two.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
Can you cast it 2
I
times?
cast a Revivify
Okay.
on Zafriel.
What does it look like when you cast Revivify?
There's actually, because of everything that's happened, the Dragon of Cord, his wing pops up because he was given its blessing, as the wing slowly dissipates into his hand as he slaps it onto his chest, and this pulse just
Yeah, you just see this like strange effect just pulse through Zaphril's body. Zafril, you were on like time works differently, but what were you experiencing on the other side before you're brought back? You also have the decision to be brought back or not.
yeah, you can refuse.
So I want you to take the short time to describe what you've been experiencing now that you're on the other side, and choose if you want to stay or if you want to return. You're next, so be thinking.
Can we RP something out?
Sure.
I find myself back walking along the Trail of Stars. Honestly, I thought I'd never be back here.
But you did so good as you feel a tight squeeze in your hand. And you look over and see the lovely eyes of your wife, Larxene. You did so good. Yeah. As you see a little one run just behind you and kind of like kick you in the shins a little bit as a hand kind of reaches up and grabs your other hand on the other side of you.
Larxene, did I succeed?
You did all and so much more. I'm so proud. I love you so much. I miss you. And she gives you a soft kiss on the cheek.
I can't be a father to my son.
Right as you feel you feel this like kind of like jolt of pain, something only a mortal could feel happen in your chest, and the vision of the um excuse me, the altar of stars?
It was the Trial of
Trial of stars kind of dissipates, and now you're kind of just like in a grassy meadow on a unmarked gravel path. And she looks up to you as you come to tears, and she says, "Yeah, looks like you have others that care about you just as much as I do." And at this point, Zafra, you begin to feel this tether pulling you. You have the ability to resist it. What would you like to do?
Larxene. Please wait for me a little longer.
I will. As she goes for a kiss, you're pulled away just before you can connect, and you when suddenly you like look up and you see Raiden's form looking down from you, just barely moving his hand off of your chest.
Oh yeah, he's like right up against your face.
You see tears just rolling down his face as he lies there motionless.
He won't prod for anything. He can't waste any time. He goes to Troxy with only a minute after they die is all he can do.
Yeah.
But he's tapped. He kind of looks to the rest of the
Mo-
party to see if they
Mox
can
will
help.
reach out his forearm and lock arms with you, kind of imbuing you with the heavenly power that we were granted from the gods when we were brought back.
Your divine power and your power of friendship.
Mox reaches out, and there's this warm glow that begins to emanate throughout your armor and Mox's touch. That eventually begins to sort of give off that Hercules like god look in the movie. You know what I'm talking about? That sort of like goldeny color.
Yeah.
Your palms kind of now radiating this gold heavenly light. I'll totally accept that as the regents for the.
Raiden will just pick her up into a hug and say, "Your duty is not over to this world."
So you bring her in for like a tight embrace. Do you want to fill us in on where you might be in
Troxy
between lives?
Troxy is her childhood self, but her true childhood self. She's small with 4 eyes and her antlers and her short, curly, large hair, her dark skin. She's in the woods in the emerald. And she's walking and she just kind of smiles and go, I did it. I think I did it. And she kind of puts her hand out towards the woods as she kind of sees it, her hand transforming into almost like a green bear's claw. And she feels the peace there.
It's strange. Though you've already made the connection, it's starting to become more and more clear how like the mother who raised you was yourself, and you're now potentially taking the next step into that cycle. Um, um, at which point, yeah, like the wooded emerald green forest around you sort of is blasted with like a wave of energy, and it feels warm, but it hurts. It hurts like what it feels like to be mortal. And you're being called back.
She looks back. And the image of her with her friends together again fills her with happiness. And then she knows as she raised the new self, it's her turn to do so. Kind of smiles. She just goes, be good, be healthy, be happy. Angus, Zephyr was right about you. You had the heart of the bear. Raiden, be a good king. Mhox, you're more than you know. And Zafriel, thank you for being a father figure when I needed one. As she turns around and she walks away, she transforms into the large white bear with antlers. As she goes deep into the woods, disappearing from sight.
Uh, After a moment passes, Rick, a moment too long compared to Zafriel's resurrection. She doesn't come through to the other side. As you kneel there, hugging her in an embrace with the lifeless body of Troxy.
Zafriel stands. Raiden. She is chosen for the next generation to take place. You are a true friend. We all may not agree or be on the same page at all most times. But her sacrifice is what allowed us to win today. And she did her job justly for the Emerald Grove. If that does not stand for the standards of this, he has to catch his breath. These are the attributes of a member of the Standing Bear. We will lay her to rest in her grove.
I think she'd like that. But I will take her hammer in hopes that one day we cross paths again.
I understand. Endless. You are the true bearer of my holy avenger. Though I have returned, you are the rightful leader of this group.
Endless approaches it. And he puts one hand on your left shoulder. He says, that's not good enough for me. But together.
This weapon has allowed me to transcend through my own human emotion. My conviction has been shattered from when I started this journey. When this blade was forged, it chose its bearer. One who can lead the people for vengeance, for glory, and for the betterment of mankind. You have seen the evils and the misdeeds of all the aspects of this world, so I know you know what to do is right. As he kneels to you,
English is at a loss for words. He looks around at the rest of the park. I promise exactly. And we'll do our utmost best to lead the Standing Bear. What is right? What is good? And for everything that you have taught me along the way.
And as that moment of the torch is passed, iconic, really, if you think about it. Saffron passed the torch to Zafriel, and now Zafriel is passing the torch to Angus. And over the next 2 days, everybody is able to cover and successfully transport the body of Troxy back to Windshire. And I was thinking now in that coming week, a service would be held for Troxy within her grove. And we'll end with the opportunity to give everyone the opportunity to say their last words to Troxy. And we'll end the session there. And we're going to have a 6-month period of downtime to give everyone a chance to do some shit before the Standing Bear sort of reunites again to see what's on the radar. So about 2 days later, after the vanquishing of Radaghast, in the druidic grove that Troxy had um, created within the forest near Windshire, a large gathering of people um, under Troxy, people that you have encountered throughout your adventures within like Terranford and whatnot. Um, and you see like multiple different types of animals showing up. You even see one gold dragon that's maybe an adult. It's not too old, but it's rather large, sort of like sitting in the presence of all this. Owl bears, elks, all sorts of creatures. The fellowship had also been accompanied by several Graveborn of Woodshire because of honestly because of Troxy, there's a lot of defenses and structures and farmland that is able to let Windshire thrive off of. So, as the Fellowship of the Standing Bear, um, I was picturing sort of a large bonfire that you're sort of in the middle of. Do you have any bombs against that?
I think Troxy would be more like should be accepted into the earth
Sure.
near the like right next in front of the idol that creates
Cool.
the grove.
All right, yeah, perfect. That's just fine with me. And the arrangements for that will have been made. Standing on a smaller stage, just big enough for the Fellowship of the Standing Bear to be gathering attention. The crowd goes quiet as all the proper prayers and you know uh, things have been made. Who would like to go first as you give your last words off for Troxy? Right.
Raiden will kind of stand where I guess the pastor would stand during a
Sure.
funeral, and he'll just say, "We are gathered here today in memory of a great druid and an even greater friend. Though she may be laid low, to be rejoined with her druidic crow here in Windshire, this is not the end of her story. This is only the beginning of the next chapter." And my last words to Troxy, I will find your reborn self.
Um, anyone else feel free to jump in.
I'll go next.
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
Be a kind of take center stage.
Pia still is like not over it. And she says that she felt like her and Troxy were just becoming friends. And you know, always agree on things, but I loved her. And I will be with Raiden in his mission to find her new self. No. And I just Pia can't handle it anymore, so she hands it over to the next person.
Yeah, Pia sort of like steps back, trying to compose herself, leaving the space for Endless Sword. Zephyr.
English will approach.
Oh, Orbach, sorry.
Angus will approach next, and he's really choked up. Jeffrey's with him, and Jeffrey's carrying like a little bouquet of flowers. This is, don't worry, kid. We'll see each other again. As he bows, and Jeffrey leaves the flowers.
As Endless takes a respectful number of backward steps, Zafra. Or Mox.
Mox, you want to go ahead?
I can, yeah. Mox would kind of come up. My tribe doesn't necessarily believe in long speeches. We kind of have accepted that death is just another side of life. But there is one tradition that I would like to bestow on Troxy as well. And he's got a little metal emblem of the standing bear. So we go over. I'm assuming it's like a. Correct me if I'm wrong, Troxy. Kind of instead of like an actual casket where it'd be closed, this would be something where you're like directly next to the earth, sort of thing.
Yeah, she's like basically like in a patch of roots and like a whole bunch of flowers that will kind of like sink in.
So he would
So
he would take the emblem and like put it into your hands that are like clasped together, and then that would be it for him.
Oh. Yeah.
Zafriel, riding atop of Knowledgerin, walks up to the podium and gets off. I, and I'm sure many of you, know what it is like to mourn for those that you love. For moments in time, I felt I was on this journey to get revenge for my family. Via Raiden, Endless, and Troxy helped guide me to a path where glory was more important. I started this mission trying to get revenge on Radagast for killing my wife and my son. And this day I lose a daughter too.
Oh.
in that moment, you feel a bear paw go around your shoulder.
But I refuse to shed tears now, for I have a new quest. We will go to the Emerald Grove to ensure that her next incarnation lives a long and successful life. I vow this with my whole being.
And with
And I'm going to walk over to Troxy. And for all that it's worth, I put my symbol of cord around her neck and give a kiss on the forehead as I back off.
at which point, slowly, officiators of the ceremony begin throwing in plant materials of different kind and eventually to dirt, and Troxy is returned to what she was ultimately bound to protect, the earth. And as this day comes to a slow, dreadfully mournful end, we'll have to find out next time how the Fellowship deals with this. And we'll give everybody 6 months of downtime to figure out some shit. And the group will return and reunite in Windshire. Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Bye.
Holy shit, you guys.
Damn.